on satellite,
All right,
and YouTube and all of that type of stuff. So he can say and do whatever he wants now.
Yeah, he bigger.
And who is this?
Howard Stern.
Howard Stern.
Oh yeah. He
I know he's big, but I didn't think he still say that crazy stuff.
Yeah, no, it's crazy. It's crazy,
bro.
I ain't seen no
senses
nothing about him.
Because you know what, like
he has a built-in white audience that you don't have to hear from him.
Yeah. You're not gonna hear it or see it on social media.
Nah.
It's crazy.
You have to tune in.
We used to big cities, right? Because those are the cities that more than likely we can do something in. You go into them in between spaces, that white country, bro. They got Howard. That's where all the shit that you hear about that's where it happens at. In the places that you would never even think about going because your kind ain't welcome there.
Hey Rob, you tripping, bro?
What do you say?
I got a title on the way, man.
Oh,
I got a title on the way. He said my team's trash. You crazy?
I ain't even gonna say
You
that.
crazy? You shouldn't.
You talking about the fantasy results?
Yeah.
Y'all let some niggas slip, boy.
Yeah, they sure did.
I ain't even gonna say
They
that.
sure
let's talk
did.
about it.
Nah, we gonna
They
say
sure
it. We gonna
did.
say it.
Anyway,
I'm gonna save it for after week 1. I gotta see if I win.
Can't you see the grades? I mean, I know it don't matter, but
Grades don't mean shit.
why Ant-Man? Why we got to talk, bro? We can talk. Just hit me up. You know where I'm at.
Can't be cheating.
Don't worry about the 3 QB thing, bro. I got that's the situation. I got that all
Can't be
resolved.
cheating,
Don't
by
worry
the
about
way.
that, bro.
He gonna end up being the number
Don't worry
1
about
seed.
that. Don't worry about that. Anyway,
I got you first week, Ant-Man.
Go ahead and take him out. This is the place where sports opinions collide. Dead in Sports. I'm your host, Kenneth B. Inch. Joining me on the show, we have FIFO 24/7.
What it do?
We have Nick.
What's going on?
We have Spike.
What up, though?
And we have Shelton.
What's happening?
Thank you guys for tuning in. We really appreciate it, of course. As they like to say, this is a football show. The best what in what do y'all call it? This football thing, like the
best sport on earth.
Something like that.
Best
Yeah,
sport on earth.
something like that.
The second best sport, golf. Nick got to give me my props. I got him out there this week.
Yeah. Hey, he low key, all right. He's super all right.
I done came up, Nick. I wanted Nick to admit that on air. I want Nick to admit that on air. He been hating till he got out there.
I was hating
till he got out there.
He was out there, bro. He was just doing some bullshit. Then all of a sudden he started, bro. He put Tiger Hood on me. I was like,
Nick was ready to go. Nick was like, fuck that. I want to come back when I can play now. But no, it was fun.
Did you go for a light swim with Nick?
No, I didn't do the light swim.
No.
I didn't do the light swim.
Nick said light swim.
The light swim is for the
light swim later on.
For the ladies.
With the biddies.
That was something else.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah, I was outside this weekend. That's all it was.
I actually didn't go out of town. I almost hit y'all up.
You should have came.
Yeah.
Next time.
Y'all went Saturday, right?
We went Sunday.
Sunday
morning.
I
could have
Sunday.
I want to go earlier though. That shit was hot as hell by the time we got there.
I gotta get out there. You're gonna be competitive enough to
and you can smoke out there too.
Yep, all of that good stuff. Yep.
It's outside, nigga.
Yeah, just outside.
They don't care.
Well, they do, but you know.
You know how you
They gotta catch you. They gotta catch me on the cart.
It's gaps between like you and the next player.
That's why if you get an early tea time, most of these motherfuckers ain't up yet.
That's why they ain't want us.
I'll bring. You can bring lick, bring all your shit. I'll bring. We can have a damn.
They do all that out there.
Party up in that
cookout out there, the grill on.
We grill on the back of the golf cart.
We have a grill on the 14th hole.
We throw the charcoal in the sand traps.
Put that shit right there, bro.
Nah.
We got a jam-packed show for you guys. We're definitely gonna talk Prime. We're gonna do our Super Bowl picks, and we're gonna do our division winners, and we have some related football news with Travis Kelce. And we're gonna close out the show with Superchats.
Let's get to the bullshit. All right. Did anybody watch the Colorado TCU game?
No.
I
watched it after, but I didn't get to watch it.
You didn't watch it?
I didn't watch it live.
I saw it in bits and pieces, then I saw the highlights at the end.
I was at Kimani's. We was watching it there. All right, how am I going? Okay, let's get to the shits. Overall thoughts on Deion. Were y'all surprised they won?
Yes.
I was surprised they won.
Yeah, I was surprised. I thought TCU was good.
I wasn't surprised they won.
I was surprised they won until I saw the ranking for TCU. I'm like, Wasn't they in the national championship
Yeah,
game?
they was in the
and
national
they
championship game.
17th. Ohio State was in the Final Four, and they just 3.
Well, they lost,
And they can't even find. They don't even know what Ohio State don't even know what quarterback they got yet.
They lost some key pieces, especially on offense. You know, they lost the top wide receiver, the top running back, and the top.
The offense wasn't the issue.
It wasn't, but that's what I'm saying. That's why the ranking.
Yeah, that's why the ranking was lower.
Yeah, that wasn't the issue of the game at all. That's what I thought the issue was going to be. The issue with the offense was defense.
Yeah, for both teams.
But that's the same defense from last year, right? They couldn't stop anybody last year, right?
Yeah, it was a high year. They got blew out in the championship game, right?
Yeah, championship game lit them up. They
The only
had
time they was with the
Michigan
game,
almost came back on them because they couldn't stop anybody. So, it didn't surprise me that they lost. I think they bought into all of the reporting about the roster and the team, and they took them boys lightly. And next thing you know, they were in a dogfight.
It was early though, too. Like, I want to say the thing I took away from it was there's two things. One, let's calm down on the Deion hype for right now.
Thank you.
And two,
well,
his son is a better prospect than most niggas would even think about.
Yeah,
because I watched all that game. I watched as much as I could because obviously we was talking about Deion in the offseason and his transition from Jackson State to Colorado. So of course we all in the I forget who said it. I think is it? Huh?
Didn't you see them at Jackson?
Yeah, I saw him the year before he left. Or the year. I think
You
the
saw
same
him
year.
last year.
It was last year.
It was last year.
Yeah.
Damn, time is flying. Yeah, last year because they had their
was in
classic
Miami.
game this past Labor Day. They always have it on Labor Day.
Yeah.
This is the last time Jackson State I think is going to be
Florida A&M.
or Florida A&M. That's the last time they're going to actually do this. But watching that transition, we all had our own thoughts. But looking at his son, like outside of Jackson State and going against a real team because it's a ranked team, it's not like no disrespect. It's not like that.
Real thing.
But he was poised. Nigga was poised. That was the biggest thing. It was like, all right, Deion, this is game 1. Let's see if he can get through this month, first of all, because he got Oregon on the road and he got USC at home. And if anybody's saying they stopping USC, I want to know who putting money down on that right now.
See, it's not about stopping. Look, the way that football just in general has transitioned, right? Like they're trying to quote unquote make it safer. Therefore, the defense is less aggressive. Therefore, offensive football wins games, right? So you got to have a quarterback. Shador is definitely better than a lot of people thought coming from Jackson State, even better than I thought. I'm gonna throw myself in that pile. You know what I'm saying? I always thought, okay, well, maybe the level of competition is then the third. What I took away, my biggest takeaway was the coaching staff is impeccable. The way that they drew up those offensive plays is very pro style. Shador showed a lot of poise in that pocket. He looked down the barrel of getting hit several times and threw darts, right? But the only complaint that I have is he missed a couple of throws and his footwork was off on a couple of.
That's fine to me.
Yeah, it's early.
That's early as hell. That's early. It's early.
Look, I'll put it to you like this, right? I'm looking at him and we're talking about, does it translate to the NFL? Those are the things he got to button
You
up.
think he leaving after this year?
He got to.
Is he eligible?
Yes.
Yeah, senior.
Yeah. No, he's a junior, third year. He could go.
I don't think he leaving after this year.
He should go.
I think he leaving after one more year.
It depends on this season and the way the season goes. That's really what's going to
It
dictate.
depends on how this month goes.
Vegas had Colorado as a potential 4-win team. I think
they're ranked now.
That,
you know
to
that,
me,
right?
are they?
They're 22nd.
I thought it was 19.
They're ranked.
How are they
Yes.
ranked
Now.
after one game?
That's what I was about
Because
to ask
you
y'all.
beat
When
a
y'all
top
say,
25
team knocked off.
when
Yeah.
y'all say calm down on the hype, you're talking about the team that went to the national championship game last year. And you're talking about
It was
them-
what was it ranked this year though?
And they
17.
14.
That
They were
tells you
seven in the
that
top 25.
But tells you how they view
But
that team. The same team you're
Colorado
talking
was a
about.
20-point underdog going into the
On the
game.
road.
21 because it was 20 and a half.
21
that's-
So basically
underdog.
20
And that's
point-
fine.
So-
but we knew they wasn't gonna get blown out by 21.
I still feel the reaction is warranted though. Because
But-
like
but-
Deion said when he went to the press conference, all y'all didn't believe. Even though I'm just 1-0, and my son went out here and just did what y'all said he couldn't do because he was a HBCU quarterback. I like all that.
My
the
thing
hoopla
is I like
Colorado
how
he
he
handled the press
Colorado
conference, too.
literally had the worst defense in probably FBS
Yeah,
history.
the
last
worst
year. All they
team.
had to go
Yeah.
was up. That's why I was like, they not the first thing I knew Deion was gonna talk about because you see Warren Sapp come in there, on the social media and all that other shit. Like
That's what
they
Deion
gonna
can
get
do.
some defensive players. They basically flipped the whole team. This is the first time in
Yep.
the
75%
this is the
new
worst.
players.
This is the worst idea that
most
people
ever.
that Nick Saban and them thought about when it comes to
Yeah.
transfer portal.
Yeah.
We can get a whole new
Facts.
squad in 1 year. So it's
Yeah.
like
And they
I
had the
knew that
most-
defense
they
was
had
gonna
the
be
most
better.
new players ever.
And they had Travis Hunter.
But pause real quick. Just because Deion in Colorado was able to do that doesn't mean that you can replicate it. The reason why his work for Deion is because he's Deion.
And that's why when you say the hoopla and the stuff that he's getting around his game, I feel like he deserves it. All the
To be
offseason
ranked,
and
though?
everything. Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely.
I
They were talking about this team winning 4 games and they come
Yep.
out and be the ranked opponent on the road.
Game
They were
one.
20-point
And
underdogs.
How you gonna be ranked if
Nick,
I
they
say you
won
only gonna
one
win?
of the 4
Yeah, that's what I'm
games
saying. Like,
that they're
it's
projected
one
to
of
win.
4.
And
Okay.
it's tight.
Yeah.
But you act
Because
like
people said he
but
couldn't
it's high.
do it.
but you act
They said
like
he had the worst roster in Division I football. They
That's
said
not the
that.
same roster
But
though.
Nick,
They
That's a
said
whole
this
different roster.
roster that Deion brought in was the worst one of all of
But
Division
you knew
I
they was
football.
gonna shit on it
That's
but
the
Nick,
point.
because it was already
Nick,
horrible.
You act like Colorado usurped where TCU was, like they jumped to number 12 or something off of 1 game. They jumped into the top 25 at 22.
They
what
should have been at 25 if anything.
That's kind of standard. They tend to do that.
Exactly.
Give you the
That's
rank.
not bad.
That's
21
not
that's
bad.
21
Early
right
rank
now.
If we're
really don't
talking
matter, yeah.
12 or they jump to 10 or some shit, okay, then y'all blowing smoke
Yeah.
up Deion's ass. But
Yeah.
right now at 22, that's fair.
21.
At 21.
But this is a 20.
That's
This
high.
is
No, it's fair,
a,
though.
no, it's not. It's fair.
not.
And the reason why I say it's fair is this is a 21st ranked offense. What we saw, and it wasn't just Shador.
Mhm.
It was
Travis.
Who's that one
it was,
dude?
The running back.
the little
running
boy,
back
yeah.
Edwards played tremendous. Travis Hunter had one of the greatest games.
What was it 8 for 118 or some shit?
He
like
was
that?
11 for
110,
110, and he had 3 tackles and an
And an
interception.
interception.
on
I'm worried
defense.
about that. I'm worried about that.
Don't worry
him
about
playing
it.
both
Why?
ways. He played
Yeah.
100.
Think it was too much.
He played a ton of snaps too.
I don't know how can you do that for a whole season.
Yes.
That nigga was Deion said that I don't want
He
to see
wasn't
him
even
till
tired after
Wednesday.
the game.
You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, to do that when he going against USC, who you think he doing that against USC?
Yeah, that's tough.
Playing
Nah,
both sides. Hey, Caleb Williams gonna make sure he pick that motherfucker. He gonna dart that just to make
Okay.
sure he tired so he can run routes on the other end.
He can do it.
Yeah, good
you
coach
got,
can play him.
Don't
And-
have that
and,
look on your face about.
okay.
I want you. You
Y'all
one
know
of them
what's
US.
crazy,
He
too?
one of them motherfuckers that's gonna bet on Colorado against USC.
Next week, you bet. They play Nebraska. I think
Yeah,
they
they'll
can
beat
beat
Nebraska.
They should
Um,
be
They can.
Nebraska.
I'm fine.
But
with
y'all
that.
know what's crazy is Shiloh led them in tackles. He got 10 tackles.
Mhm.
So
Who's that?
all of them,
His other son.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Shiloh
Now it
Sanders.
wasn't saying much because they
Yeah,
still been all
linebacker.
over the field. Safety,
Mhm.
but Jackson State represented well in that game. Put it that way. Everybody he brought in and his guys, that was his running back too. The one that was that's his guy.
Mhm.
All of his guys showed up,
Mhm.
and that was big. It deserves praise, but I agree with you. It's still a lot of hype. It is because it's early. We got to see what's going to happen when the pressure's on. When he faced, going on the road. I think they go
Oregon.
on the road to Oregon.
Mhm.
USC's defense is not that great.
I'm
USC
not-
has been getting
I'm
tested.
not worried about. To me, that's the thing.
That's
like,
gonna be a track.
I'm not worried about them like Colorado scoring. Like I knew coming in, Deion is going. He liked weapons too, even though he's a defensive player. You could tell he likes big plays. My thing was always, and I said this in all the chats I could, like the defense. Like he got to clean up that defense because you can't be known as the worst defense last season and still give up 40 plus points. You know what I'm saying? Granted, it was on the road and it was his first game. He still won it, and they're now ranked because of it. So he gets the dub for that. But you ain't giving up 45 to USC and thinking you're gonna come out with the dub.
Well,
But you
I
can,
think,
though.
I think that they lose. I think they lose to USC.
Why are you talking like that?
Let me ask
No.
you this.
Why are you talking like that?
Because you acting
Yeah.
like Colorado
That's
got
not what-
something leg
I
to
wanna
stand
know- I
on,
wanna
bro.
know-
It was only Vegas said, how many times has Vegas won, Sheldon? Don't the house mostly
They
win?
usually win.
Vegas said only
Don't-
4
don't-
what's
wins.
the
You over there
successful
talking like
season?
USC is gonna be one of them.
What's a successful season for Deion for you?
I think they can win more than 4. I think a successful season is 5 or 6.
6 games.
Yeah,
He got bragging rights after. they
not
lose.
bragging rights,
so
but
see
he's
y'all
he's-
bragging now.
I,
So
would,
6 and
yeah,
6 is
I wasn't say bragging rights, but I'm saying that shows that he's he's on a great pace. Because you can't go from shit ball to great in one season. I can't see that unless he can make me a believer if he does that. If they become a playoff team in this season, I'm like, all right, where is the 30 for 30 right now?
If they become a playoff team, Mike McCarthy better watch out. We can bring him on up to Dallas. Hey, we can get him on up there, man.
Look,
Be it, baby.
first off, I think if Deion or when Deion decides to go to the NFL, he ain't gonna.
It's gonna
He's
be
not gonna
Dallas.
coach. He's not gonna-
Who other
he's
than
not
Jerry
gonna
Jones to
coach.
take that chance?
He's not gonna coach for a nigga like Jerry Jones.
Absolutely.
Jerry
he
Jones
will
may be
not.
dead.
Jerry Jones will let him
Jerry
do what
Jones
he
may be
want.
dead by the time
Jerry
he
Jones
that
be
boy, bro.
meddling too much.
Jerry
I think
Jones
that's
gonna
the
let
re-
him do what he wants.
That's
man.
the reason why y'all have.
I
not
think
won.
Deion would like to be in college football for a little bit.
I think
longer
if
than-
the NFL came knocking, he'd go. If he has a good 2 seasons and somebody was
But
like,
NFL's so fickle, even amongst the greats.
I feel like
They
he do it.
like you got.
There's
There are a
there's
couple
never,
of teams that'll give him a shot just because it's Deion and they've
There-
seen what he's done.
but there's
on other
never
levels.
been a guy, and I heard Nick Wright talking about it. I tend to agree. I don't think that we've seen a better athletic life than Deion right now, and especially if he has success in college football. After
Facts.
one game in D1, he has, and obviously he was tremendously successful at Jackson State.
Man.
But if he goes to the NFL, we've never seen it, bro.
That's a really good point because he's won at every
level. At
He's
Florida
always
State,
looked
he was
over
the
it,
guy.
that elite.
He came into the NFL, ran the fastest 40. He's the only
Put the Falcons on the
athlete.
map from the
He-
cornerback
he-
position before
he's the
anybody
only
was doing that.
athlete, bro. And I sent it in our IG where this man went 3 out of 5, 4 RBIs and a home run, and then in the same week goes and scores a punt return touchdown.
Yeah, he was good
That's
at
crazy.
baseball.
He played.
He was amazing.
He played
He hit over 300 in baseball.
To go to coaching and be successful when they said you couldn't. And if you go do that at a powerhouse school and then go to the NFL, I would agree with that. That would be one of the most amazing
His
sports
30 for
careers
30
from beginning to end.
is unbeatable.
From beginning to
unbeatable.
end.
It is. The only one that could probably beat is maybe Jordan.
No,
Maybe Jordan.
no, because Jordan has North Carolina and the Bulls. That's it. Deion has Florida State, New York Yankees, Atlanta Braves, Atlanta Falcons, 49ers, Cowboys,
You're
Jackson State, Colorado.
yeah, but Jordan was the nigga that changed the game. I don't give a
And,
damn.
and Deion
has.
paid-
I'm not saying
Deion is the
I'm not
standard
saying-
for cornerback.
But Jordan changed the game for.
I mean,
for
Deion
for
did
black,
too.
for
He
black
had a
people.
great-
Bro,
Period.
hey,
bro.
hey,
Jordan had a
Can
great
I? That's
career.
what I'm saying. He
But when you talk about
he was
after the
international.
career,
You know what I'm
you're
saying?
saying just the
life.
Jordan
Life.
was bigger.
Yeah,
Like,
life.
But
Yeah.
That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. Jordan is
this,
like
because this ownership,
higher fame.
Jordan has
he's gonna be
higher
bigger.
fame because Jordan has higher fame because at the time, the end when Jordan played is the time where basketball started to become global and the Dream Team
Yeah,
pushed it astronomically.
Jordan is Michael Jackson.
Yes, 100%.
He's way
Was
up here,
Deion- was
but he had
Deion?
he ended
Was
bad.
Deion?
Prince.
Yep.
Deion was like this all the way
Prince.
across. I mean, yeah.
Prince.
Yep.
Even after he was done with music,
Yep.
Deion is like
Prince. You don't want to give it to him.
He don't- he
No,
don't- he don't-
I was trying to think of a great comparison
Prince.
to where like because after music, what
Because
he
people
did
will
was-
argue that
There
Prince more talented.
there
than-
is no comparison to what Deion has done
It ain't.
and his
It
whole
ain't.
athletic career.
yeah.
Especially like if,
Okay,
if
sir.
he's as successful coaching as we think he may be compared to the start, then yeah, like it ain't gonna be too
I'm
many
just saying,
people
like,
to say.
I gotta see how if he gets out of this month alone,
Mhm.
if they win all these
6
games,
games
No,
is
it's
all we
over.
ask
If
for.
he-
Oh, yeah.
Stop talking
if
about
he,
this month.
Yeah.
6 games. That's all we need.
if
Yeah,
he
win
runs
6
through this
games,
month,
it's
I'm like,
over.
all right,
Six-
Deion may fuck around and be
6
the
wins
greatest
in a
coach of
bowl
all
game.
time.
6 wins in a bowl game.
Look, I'll put it to you like this: the reason why some of these people that we were talking about don't like what's happening is this: who is going to outsell or out recruit Deion? When Deion come into that household, daddy know Deion, mama know Deion, the kid gonna watch highlights, everybody know Deion. Nick Saban, okay, that's cool. I want to go with Deion. And because Deion brings the flash, the pizzazz, he's current but still old school. There's no other head coach in damn near college or NFL that's like that.
And you know he old school because he the only don't just sound like a Southern coach. He ain't got no toes on one foot, but you still scared of shit. But he's still fast as hell. He can route run you. That sounds like some old school shit. You're right.
He gonna have more wins.
He
He
is
got
the only.
toes.
He's
might
a
be
legend just off the fact of every generation
Knows him.
knows him and fucks with him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? From the baby to the grandmama.
Yep. And the more
All I'm
that-
saying is that let's pump the brakes though. Nigga only
I
won
like
one
it, man.
game.
Full speed ahead, man.
you know
Full
what?
speed
Look.
ahead.
This is a lot of what we saw with Money Mayweather. He kept talking, and every time what he do, he go out there and never lost. And with Deion, he talks, and he backs it up. And then he looks like He just came from the jewelry store. He looked like that back when he was 22, getting drafted by the Atlanta Falcons, and he still like that today as a coach.
He do what most prime athletes like him won't do. He act like it's easy.
Yep.
Now he won't sit there and say it. He'll tell you the ground behind
Mhm.
it, but when they talking to him in the interviews, when they
It's
asking the
nothing.
question, when he responding to him,
Mhm.
it's like, okay, this is what
Yeah.
I do. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? So just like in the press conference when he was talking to the dude and saying like, you didn't believe, and people were trying to act. We were talking about, I listened to Dan Patrick, and they were trying to act, so he needs to slow down a little bit. Deion's always been like this. You remember when they won that World Series with the Braves,
Mhm.
and your boy was talking shit, and he went and kept
Mhm.
dumping
Yep.
the water on
Yep.
him like 3-4 times. Like
Mhm.
that's Deion. That's what he
Mhm.
do. And that's what they hate about him.
My
He
thing,
gonna back it up.
my thing is, what if they can't? What if they go? They
don't win no more
lose
games.
4 games straight,
Bro,
That reporter gonna come in that motherfucker ready.
He
You
probably
know who
gonna
that was?
replay the clip.
You know who
bro.
that was? That was Ed Water. Dude, be on ESPN.
Mm.
Who?
Ed Water.
Oh, he
Dude,
ducked
the
the
It don't
Cowboys-
matter. He's talking hella shit.
Though I like Deion because he's the one guy who talked hella shit and always backed it up, always cashed his checks. His money was always good. But let payday come up and he ain't got
I'm
the
telling you,
bread,
bro.
bro.
Yeah, he
It's
always
gonna
have
be the
bread.
funniest. I don't want to see it because
He
it's
always
gonna happen
had
at
the
a
juice,
black
though.
man's
But Nick-
expense. But it's gonna be
But Nick,
hilarious.
name one time that he did it.
I can't.
All right.
That's
so
why I
the
told you. I said
credit
he-
A1.
I can't. But nobody's perfect, bro.
I understand. And he isn't either. His coaching, he lost games as a coach.
Mm-hmm.
He lost games as a player. He lost one-on-one battles as a cornerback. Let's not have revisionist history where Michael Jordan never missed a fucking shot. Jordan got dunked on. Jordan got crossed over. Jordan had bad games in the fucking playoffs. Same thing with Deion. But when we're looking at the grand scheme, the man got A1 credit.
So you got him going to the playoffs.
Damn.
I think they'll compete for the playoffs, but I don't think they'll make it. I don't think they'll make it. I think they'll have a bowl
like
game.
an 8-win game, 8-win team.
I think they could be 7 or 8 wins.
7 or 8 wins. That's a hell of a turnaround. Bro.
I understand. I'm putting my money on Deion. I'm just going by experience.
I go 5-6.
You know, I think the thing that surprised me the most, I remember before we move on to the next one, when this whole thing happened, he went to Jackson State, a lot of motherfuckers were mad. It was hot. You know, it was a lot of hoopla, a lot of conversations taking place.
What was they mad
I
about?
was
Ken?
amazed at the number of black folks that was watching
They
Colorado
all came out.
and that were actually cheering for Deion. I was like, what in the world happened?
Bro, they came out like they forgot.
They forgot. And you know what? You know what conclusion I came to, Nick? This motherfucker is like Black Trump. This motherfucker is like Black Trump, bro. He can say whatever, do
Deion for
whatever,
president.
just go talk all kind of shit, piss people off, and people just forget and act like it ain't ever happened. I ain't forget, Deion.
You still got to root for him, though, Ken.
I'm not. I'm not.
That's why
I was hating like a motherfucker.
my
that day.
thing-
I was hating all day Saturday.
My thing is like it's hard to hate on the kids because at the end of the day, it's the kids.
I don't give a. I mean, I ain't saying that. Nigga. You
My
almost-
thing is,
you almost-
I'm just
Those same kids, the one that ran by and chased behind her, bro. Let me see the next recruitment class. I may root for them.
I'm just still disappointed that he left so early. That's the only reason why. Because
Every game Jackson State plays,
he could have
is on
made
TV this year.
Jackson State one of the best places.
Every
in the
game they
country.
play, they on TV this year.
But he wasn't getting the same type of support from the AD that he is in Colorado.
I'm just
right
saying.
now. I'm just saying the resources obviously is not the same.
Yeah.
Like the money generated.
We don't need to rehash this conversation
just
because we got to
saying.
move on. But I would just say that's my only thing. I didn't really
saying.
want to
He
hate
can
on
move more mountains now. That's
Yep.
the bottom line. I didn't like it either, but I get it.
Yes, sir.
it. He said,
See?
I didn't like it either.
Prime time.
He said he got his Colorado gear in the mail, Ken.
And you know he does. It's gonna happen.
No, I don't, man. No, I don't. I do root for Shador, though. I want
That
Shador
might
to do
start. They
great.
said Colorado's athletic gear was the second most sold this season.
I can see it.
Deion moves the needle.
Yeah.
He does.
He do move the
Deion
needle.
moves the needle, bro.
The Chiefs moved the needle as well. Unfortunately, Travis Kelce's knee didn't move the right way. He has hyperextended his knee. It's not anything severe. They did the MRI. He should probably miss about a week or two. He's definitely not playing Thursday night. He could miss week 2, but they may push it because he gets an extra time off with the Thursday night game. But with this injury, and on top of that, Chris Jones is still holding out, and he technically has up to what, week 7, week 8 to play for this year to count, so he can be a free agent next year. Otherwise, he don't get a free agency, all that shit. Nick Wright reported that there is a deal on the table for a 2-year extension, fully guaranteed.
$54 million.
But
Chris Jones.
Yes.
But he says the number line for him is $9 million. I think he's
Nah,
trying to get like $1 more than Aaron Donald.
No, so what Chris Jones wants is 2 years, $64 million. What they have offered is 2 years, $54 million, fully guaranteed. So he just got to meet somewhere in the middle. If I'm the Chiefs, I'm offering about 60 because he's worth every damn penny to
They
that.
pay him the whole
particular
thing.
team.
Why not pay him the whole thing?
Yeah, $4 million.
What's the $4 million thing?
It's business.
What do you,
Nah, man, you give him
what
that.
are you saying?
That's true.
What I'm saying
Negotiating
is,
one-on-one,
Thank
like
you.
you can't meet them at their number.
Exactly.
Like if they throw a number out there, you got a lower number. You meet
But
them
this
in
is the
middle.
last time you pay him.
But still,
Based on how this holdout is going, this is the last time you even thinking
but
about
you
paying
lose
him.
if you're the team.
You're only paying him because
lose with him
you're
not
only
being
paying him
there.
because you ain't paying nobody else, so he has that excuse. On top of that, he's arguably the best player at his
Interior
position.
lineman.
Yeah.
all of that's true, but
And on top of that, you're coming off a Super Bowl win when he helped get
In
you past the
negotiations,
Bengals,
I
get you
have to think
past
that you would take-
Jacksonville.
I have to think that you would take less than that because you started with that.
yes.
That's just how it works. That's how they do
That's
business.
exactly how it works. A good deal is when both parties
I
are
feel
not
like
happy.
they lost a little.
And for the Chiefs, damn, I'm coming up 10 million. You coming down 4.
But who are you paying?
What do you mean? But
Well, you
You just
go-
going on
wait,
principle?
hold on.
You going on principle business?
Nick. This is why GMs get paid what they get paid, because a lot of the deals are taken into consideration who you're gonna have to pay afterwards.
But my thing
Yeah,
is,
but he's not on the field right now. And if he's
No,
not
no,
out there,
I
that's why
understand.
GMs
what's,
get
but
paid.
what's the logic?
no,
My
no.
thing is, what's the logic?
The-
I get the
logic behind-
greed.
The
I'm saying, what's the
logic
logic?
behind the 2 years, right? Is L'Jarius Sneed is gonna get paid. He's one of the top 10 corners in the league. He's gonna get paid like a top 10 corner in the league. A lot of that defense is still Nick Bolton is gonna be up. You're gonna have to pay Nick Bolton because let's be honest, behind Chris Jones, Nick Bolton and L'Jarius Sneed are the 2 next guys that are the most important things for that defense.
Yep.
You're gonna have to pay your staple guys. And you're not gonna be able to afford all 3 of them at Chris Jones's price. So you pay them
$4
now.
million is
But
not
what
gonna
the
make
hell
that
I got to
But
do with Chris Jones? And why
there
is that
is shit-
Chris Jones' problem?
It's
My
not.
thing is this.
So give them the
Chiefs,
60.
the Chiefs let go of Tyreek Hill. Chiefs let go of
Mm-hmm.
Tyrann Mathieu. The Chiefs let go of a lot of niggas. They drafted a whole rookie secondary that they
Mm-hmm.
won a Super Bowl with because they're underpaying Travis Kelce. They're underpaying Patty Mahomes. My thing is, it gets to the point where it's like, all right, who are like, why are y'all like, what's the message that you're sending here to your team? Because if you're willing to go without your best defensive player for up to 7 or half the season, damn near, just over $4 million,
Yeah.
So
it
the
seems to
message-
me it's saying like we Patty versus everybody else.
100%. It's exactly what the
They let go of
Bills-
Orlando Brown.
It's exactly what New England was for all these years. Tom Brady, the best player, right? He taking less, right? You better than Pat Mahomes, then you taking less too.
Nah,
And if you don't want to take less, you out of here. And we still gonna win.
But you saving
that's
money
the
for
that's
what?
the question. If they're
Because
are
you
they
gonna
gonna be
have
able
to
to
pay
win?
other
They don't.
people.
They don't.
I
Can
put
they-
it to you like
Well,
this.
that's what we're
And I'm not-
supposed to see now. Since Patrick Mahomes don't have the help at receiver,
Yeah.
Kelce's going to be out, Jones is going to be out. We get to see now. Oh, is he Brady? Can he go?
Oh hell no! We're not doing that. First of all,
What do you mean?
what do you mean? What I mean?
He took less money. You supposed to be the greatest thing since sliced bread. They've already said we ain't going to get you no receivers. Like who the Chiefs receivers? Do you know?
I know them, but they
I
ain't
don't
receivers
know.
to me.
Right. I don't know they running backs. I don't know nobody else on the team
Is that
but Mahomes.
And you saying
That's a mirror image.
but that's
of
a
the
Mahomes
Patriots.
problem? You're saying that's a Mahomes problem?
No, I ain't saying it was his problem.
That's not a
No, I
Mahomes.
ain't
You're
saying
making it his problem by saying go beat Brady.
Yeah, because that's the
It's
expectation
culture.
from the team.
It's culture.
That's an NFL thing.
That's not
Like,
an
you
NFL
supposed
team.
to
What
be
you
this
just
good.
described to me.
The Patriots did the same thing and they won like six.
They didn't
six
win
rings.
shit when Brady didn't have nobody
They
on
did.
defense
Yeah,
or
That's
offense.
when they
Yeah, they
won.
did.
No,
When
no.
Moss was there, when the other people were there, they didn't win.
Who was their number 1 wide receiver when they beat the Falcons?
That's not the blueprint, though. You want to surround him with.
If you don't have a Tom Brady, is not the blueprint
Thank
because
you.
you got to put them other people out there.
Yep.
We are going on the premise if we in the Kansas City Chiefs front office, this dude right here, we got he's special. And
You
I ain't
don't
got to
put that
do all
money-
the
Let me
extra
ask
shit.
you- let me
every
ask you-
season.
let me ask-
that
you
much
said-
I ain't
pressure
got
on
to
him.
pay
Hold on,
Chris Jones. I
People
ain't
asked
got
me
to
a
do
question. He
that.
said, "Who was on the Falcons? Was Rob Gronkowski not on that team?
Okay, they got Travis
Was
Kelce.
Julian Edelman not on that team? Did both of them, or one of them actually won a Super Bowl MVP, right?
And Tom
Edelman.
Brady made Julian.
And then
Edelman.
Gronk is one of the
why
greatest
we
tight
even
ends, if not the
talking-
greatest tight end.
I'm
What do you
also-
mean? Like what?
Yeah.
So
Gronk-
wait, hold on. So you telling me that Julian Edelman struck fear into defenders?
I'm telling
Yes
you.
or no? Wait, no.
Yes.
Answer the question.
Yes.
Get
Absolutely
the fuck
not.
out of
Yes,
here.
he
Yes, he
did
did.
because
Yeah,
he was
Julian
always
Edelman
open.
Was scary.
That's his
Because he
no.
ran the
Boy,
3-yard
that was
fucking
Tom
route.
Brady.
That's
That's
all he
there's
needed.
nothing scary
That's
about
how he
that.
won.
But there's nothing scary
He had
about
over
that.
120 yards in the Super Bowl.
But
That's
this
why he
is
won
because
MVP.
of Tom Brady, though.
But that's how
This
they
is
won.
because Tom Brady is that good. We don't know that the Chiefs
No, I'm not
don't got a
saying-
Julian
I'm not-
Edelman on their team right
We
now.
don't know. That's the
The
problem.
point I'm
Okay.
making, and we're gonna have to move on to our picks soon. Is the point I'm making is this: they asking Patty to do a hell of a lot.
That's what come with the title, bro.
But no, what comes with the title is more weapons.
Nah,
No.
What?
Not if we the Chiefs.
Not when you get
and we
paid.
see the Patriots dominate for a decade. We can
Not even
copy
that,
that.
Spike. Not even that, Spike. Name me a team that has a very high paid quarterback that continues to add weapons via free agency, not the draft.
No, I'm saying adding weapons is how you do a free agency or the draft. That's what I'm saying. Like a team like Andy Reid, I'm thinking they need to be drafting talent or making
Which
trades.
they have.
They've done the complete
hold on.
opposite.
Which they have. Did they not draft Isaiah Pacheco? Did they not draft Sky Moore? Did they not draft? Wait, hold on. I'm not saying that these
I
guys.
ain't saying that. I ain't even
No,
saying
you-
that.
yes, you did. Your body language said a whole bunch. Your body language said a whole bunch, bro. I'm in sales, nigga. I read a whole bunch of shit. You ain't gotta say. You ain't gotta open your
I
mouth
didn't say nothing.
to be read like a book. At the end of the day, the Chiefs did as much as they possibly could with every draft pick possible. Yes or no?
No.
Now yes. Now you may not hit on every single player, but Isaiah Pacheco is a guy. I'm not saying that he's the next greatest running back in the league, but he is complementary to what they want to do. Sky Moore had a very slow season, but we saw him in the Super Bowl. We seen that secondary, the light-skinned cornerback McDuffie. We see McDuffie make.
I see McDuffie get duffed.
He's a rookie.
No, well, he was all right though. He had a good season.
He had a
when he
good
went up against the
season for a
Bengals.
rookie.
What did he go against the Bengals, bro?
But, bro,
I remember
but-
T. Higgins walking backwards with a tutty. You know
The
what I'm saying?
Bengals have arguably the best wide receiving core
When
in
you
the
talk,
whole league.
this is what I'm talking about, FIFO. Because he's talking about they gave him help when they're giving him rookies and goofballs. They gave him Kadarius Toney. How many games has he played for the Chiefs? Maybe 2, one in the Super
Yeah,
Bowl.
a couple.
Sky Moore. We
gonna talk about
is he
Sky
supposed to
till
be
he
the
do
next
something.
Tyreek Hill? Is he even
No.
supposed to be the next Mecole Hardman?
No.
What is he?
I don't know.
Isaiah
What is
Pacheco.
that? What is that?
Niggas is picking up running backs off the Audi's cart that niggas left in the parking lot, and they talking about this is what, bro. I'm just saying for a quarterback that's known as the best quarterback in the league, arguably are projected to be the greatest quarterback of all time. You're giving him what to work with, and you're removing weapons. How many big chip players does he have to lose before we saying like, oh, now we're asking Patty to do all this shit when he's underpaid and everybody else you paying is underpaid
He's
too.
already look. Patty Mahomes is arguably the best quarterback to ever quarterback. Arguably, right? When we're comparing him to the GOAT, which is Tom Brady, whether people like it or not, Tom Brady has won the most. Tom Brady has done it with big names, no names, whatever.
Right.
That's the comparison. That's the standard. When I'm watching Pat Mahomes, we all kind of say, well, shit, what is he going to do without Tyreek? He just went and won a Super Bowl. His completion percentage and passer rating was the highest of his career. I want to say he also had the most yards, if I'm not mistaken, without arguably
names.
the
No
most
big names.
dynamic weapon
No big names.
ever that we've seen, because he saw the type of impact he had with Miami. So it's for real. Tyreek is that guy and Mahomes is that guy.
My thing.
So at the end of the day, Nick, Pat Mahomes is that guy that it don't matter. There's quarterbacks that can elevate everything around the room.
We've
Look.
seen that fault. We seen that to be false.
But here's
bro.
the thing, though.
Remember
That's not false.
when they lost in the
They
Super
won a
Bowl?
Super Bowl.
What did they lost? Remember what was the Super Bowl that Patty lost? What did
He
he,
had
not
no
have?
line.
He never had. And then what did they do? Happen that they got
They-
they
they-
always rebuilt the
they-
O
I
line.
got you.
And now that he's proven that he could beat without Tyreek Hill, they're now reducing more of
They-
his
they
weapons.
lost
But-
him- he
but-
lost
you know what
off
I'm
his
saying?
line.
But let's be honest. Let's be honest. If a quarterback of that caliber has time, bro, you're gonna get open.
But is he
You
gonna
can't
have
cover
time
You
for
this year?
can't just say
I
that to
think- I
somebody.
think you'll have
That's
time.
a bullshit ass
I
thing
think
to
the
say.
thing-
to
For
John.
Pat Mahomes, it's not bullshit.
No, I'm saying to say that to any quarterback. Oh shit, behind this line, shit, we don't give a
Who's
fuck who's
their
back there.
number one receiver this year?
I don't know.
Exactly,
We
Sky
can't-
Moore.
You know what? You know who I think is gonna be?
Who?
Justin Ross.
Oh, a nigga who back was broke 5 years ago. He
And
talking
they
about
played
When did
football
Brady
forever.
ever have a number one that was dominant though?
He didn't want
Tyreek.
dominant.
Yeah.
He just needs to have a number
he
one.
needs to have
Right,
a
so
weapon outside of Travis
that's the
Kelce.
He didn't have
point.
one.
I
He
think
didn't have
that's
one
the
last year.
point.
Who do you go to outside of Travis Kelce?
We're gonna see this year.
Period.
Now y'all are saying that like we're not gonna take anything away from Mahomes if he's
We
not
can't.
great this year. I'm not saying that when I say, well, I mean, what do they have to provide him with? What I am saying is he's gonna show us. He's gonna be able to tell us how good he is compared to how good we think he is. And
yeah.
if they gotta add a couple of pieces because they didn't do enough, like y'all are saying, yeah, okay, that's cool.
My thing is-
we still know Patrick Mahomes is great, but if he go out there and do it without the pieces like we seen Brady do for a decade,
He didn't do
that's
that.
what
Nah,
the
don't
Chiefs
do
are
that.
banking
Don't do
on.
that. Let's not act like
But
Brady.
the Chiefs,
You
are
know what Brady
banking on
always
that.
had when he was winning them Super Bowls? A top 10 defense.
True.
Always.
Has Patty ever had a top 10 defense?
And your
He had
top-
the
He
best
ain't
top-
never had a
your
top 10
top
defense. And he won
defender
the
is not
Super
there.
Bowls
That's
being
what
him.
made him a little
My
better.
thing is
though.
like, how
He
much
didn't
you
have
ask
to have
him?
a top 10
No,
defense. All I need is Chris Jones.
My thing is how
And you don't have him, so
you don't have
So
Chris
now we
Jones.
get to see
That's
what
what
they
I'm
do.
And I'm saying you
million.
can have Chris Jones for $4 million more than what you
Give
offer.
it to him.
No.
And we don't have to worry
Right,
about
no.
this.
Right now, I'm the one that threw the $60 million number
Give him
out
what
there.
he asked
They're
for.
$10 million
Get him on the field.
off. Look, I feel you, but Shelton, you're in business too. Like you're in sales too.
That's why you got your best player on the field. We ain't got time to play the business game. You playing games with this man.
Man,
This man told
we're
you
trying
what
to
he
get a
gonna do.
dynasty here.
He's told you what he gonna do. That's
Pat
your
Mahomes
business
is the
right there.
dynasty.
What if they say I can't
That's
afford it?
being careless, bro.
That's not
That's being
fair.
careless with your
Then he's
quarterback.
gonna call your bluff and he's gonna sit out, like you said, to week 9.
And how do
So
that
there you go.
benefit him? So you saying we're not playing the business game? How do it benefit Chris Jones sitting out 8 weeks?
It may not.
Who
but
else gonna give him the
It
money?
may not, but if he's not there,
So that's what
I'm hurt.
Somebody
It's
else will
always
give him the
gonna
money.
be the
though.
business
Don't
game,
act like
though.
nobody
Like,
else
we
will give
can't
him
act
the money.
So Nick, what
because
happens?
we on
What happens
player
if he
side.
does hold out? You were talking about that he doesn't become a free agent.
I'm saying now that because the question came up because of the Travis Kelce injury, which means that he's an old. Let's not forget, Travis Kelce ain't a spring chicken. I remember
Nah.
when he was in Cincinnati.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like he's older now, and that's what's the crazy thing is your best player on offense is your oldest player at a tight end position. But Travis Kelce coming off an injury, he could be normal maybe by the end of the month, hopefully.
Look,
If he comes back.
have
They
you,
have and now they don't have their defensive player. I don't see how they win games. Their first few games are pretty cupcake-ish, but like moving forward, come on.
have you ever had a hyperextended knee?
No.
When it's not that bad. I've had one before.
But have you had one at your age?
That's the
No, because I don't.
Okay, exactly. So he's supposed to go play the most violent sport at your age with a hyperextended knee. I
First
don't
of all,
think.
I'm older than Travis.
Oh.
So I'm older than Travis. But here's the thing. All I'm saying is he's also had world-class training and therapeutics and all of that type of stuff, right? So for him to get over an injury is going to be a lot quicker than a normal person. That's number one. Number two, a hyperextended knee is not that bad. A week or two and he'll be back. 3 weeks if you want to be careful. At the end of the day is this. Pat Mahomes right now is leaps and bounds the best quarterback in the league, right? There's Pat Mahomes and then everybody else.
It's his team leaps and bounds the best in the
No,
AFC.
but we've seen the best quarterback take whatever team far as hell. Last year, people were questioning because it was just last year that they got rid of Tyreek, right?
Yeah.
Just last year. And Pat Mahomes his numbers improved outside of touchdowns.
I get that, but when we're talking,
Do you?
I get that
Because are you applying that to this season?
we're not. We're not. You're talking about regular season. I'm not worried.
Who won the Super Bowl then?
I'm not worried about regular season.
Who won the Super Bowl? Who won Super Bowl MVP?
I'm saying postseason. We're getting to the point where the AFC. I don't know who gonna come out this motherfucker, bro. You can make a
You
case
don't.
for about 5-6 teams in the AFC, and
Not
I'm
really.
including the Chiefs. But if the
Yeah,
Chiefs don't
you
come
can.
out, because we've seen that the Chiefs, even with Tyreek and all them weapons, not come out the AFC before.
They were
Mhm.
close
So
to
that
not
means
coming
that
out this
so that
year.
means and now we're in a conference where it's harder than then at that time. They may not even get the number 1 seed if they don't start off to a hot start,
me ask
right?
you this.
Which means that they're not going to get the home playoff game deep in the playoff runs that they always are accustomed to getting. Which means that if they on the road, that's a Chiefs team we haven't seen.
I feel you. But let me ask you this. Is Pat Mahomes not better than he's ever been?
He is.
So okay, so
Is this not a team sport? We can throw questions like,
to
I
a
don't
degree,
it don't matter who you got as the best. Is the team better?
to a degree, yes. Was the Eagles not a better team than the Chiefs?
No.
Okay, you don't answer this. Top to bottom, who had a better defense, the Eagles or the Chiefs?
They did. The Eagles got the best team in the league.
Who had better wide receivers, the Eagles or the Chiefs?
all line, D line, cornerbacks.
What was the difference in the game, Nick?
Let me ask you this
No,
question.
no.
The
Answer the
turf-
question.
the ground.
And Jalen Hurts balled out.
It was
ground.
it was the quarterback because Jalen Hurts fumbled the game away. But
The ground.
let me ask you this: when the Tennessee Titans faced the New England Patriots, who had the better team? The Titans did, I believe. And who had the better quarterback? You would say the Pats when they had Brady. That was Brady's last year in New
They
England.
lost.
That exactly, New England lost, but they had the better quarterback. But who had the better team?
Well,
That's what I'm saying. Like, we can go 50-50. I'm saying it don't really matter. I'm
No.
saying
Was
more than
Gronk
likely.
there? Was Gronk there?
No.
I think he was.
No, it wasn't.
Or he wasn't. Oh, who gives a fuck?
No.
He's Brady.
It makes a
he's
big
Brady.
fuck though.
He's
But
Brady,
it makes
though.
a big fuck
He's
though
Brady.
because there's Mahomes and
No,
look. At
Did
the
y'all
end
not
of the
just
day-
say it was Brady? Brady do it without weapons and all that shit. So Gronk shouldn't have mattered. He can't bring Tannehill at home.
Listen.
He couldn't beat Tannehill at home.
Every great quarterback, no matter how great you are on the greatness scale, you need at least one guy that you can go to. At least one guy. Come on, Nick, don't fucking suck your teeth, bro, because the greatest motherfucker to ever do the shit, Tom Brady, still had one guy that he could always go
Then
to.
why you?
Pat Mahomes still has that one guy.
But this one guy is hurt.
One
now.
guy's
And
hurt.
his hurt is.
But we're talking a very minor injury.
and
We're
then
not
all
talking
of that.
ACL. We're not talking high ankle
I'm not
sprain.
trying to
can't call it
exaggerate.
that.
The one thing I'm saying is that the one guy is hurt. Okay, we get that. It's not a long-term thing. I get it. Who was next up after Travis Kelce? Travis Kelce ain't about to play football for the next 5 years. I guarantee you that. He's
I
gonna
feel
retire
you.
soon. So who have they drafted?
They'll draft or pick somebody else.
They gave up when even when fucking Tennessee gave up AJ Brown, they still drafted Traylon Burks. They like, who the fuck has the Chiefs drafted or traded for to even say, Patty, we got you if this nigga hurt, or we
All
got
right,
you
so
somebody
look.
on the outside.
So
We'll
look,
see Thursday.
look,
We will.
I bet
And if the
we will.
Chiefs lose that game, hold on, we got.
Wait, hold on.
You
Chiefs
looking
win.
at my,
Here's
you
the
looking at the
thing.
doc
When the
loop,
Chiefs
like,
win,
And it's funny to me because
We gotta
a couple
move on,
years
though. We
ago,
gotta move
we
on.
do. But a couple years ago, people were talking about Patty was done. You remember that? You remember having those conversations?
Yeah.
Some
Not
people
me.
did. I didn't say that, but
Not
some
me.
people said it. What I'm saying to you is this: it could go either way, especially in the AFC the way it's shaped now. With all these teams coming the way they are, you better come with your best foot forward. And if
That's-
your best
I
player,
think-
your second best player is hurt, and your third best player is not signed, you're in trouble.
the
I don't
point,
care how great
the
Patty
point
is.
that FIFO and I are trying to make, though, to
and you
what
lost
you're
one of your
saying,
best offensive line.
the point that we're making, though, is they got Patrick Mahomes. Nobody else can say that.
Yeah, that's
Just
a
like
great
with the
equalizer.
Patriots, just like with the Patriots for the last decade, they all the stuff that you said going into the season,
had a great
people thought it
defense,
was
too.
over for the Patriots. They did,
Yeah.
but sometimes they didn't. And when
No,
they
they
didn't,
never did not.
and
That's
when
the
they
great
didn't,
When
guess
they
what
won them
said?
Super Bowls, they had a top 10.
Guess what they said though?
You
But
gotta
we got
get your
Tom
best
Brady.
right now.
And that's
That's
all
all
the
I'm
Chiefs
saying.
are saying. But we got Patrick Mahomes. Like none of that matters. He that good.
What does matters is these picks, all right?
Mhm.
Because what y'all
Let's
saying is
go.
some bullshit. They said you can get Patty a butcher, a bacon,
He gonna
candlestick
show y'all.
maker,
He gonna
y'all
show
go to
y'all.
Super
He
Bowl
gonna show
57.
y'all. Brady did it. He gonna show y'all.
Y'all keep on saying Brady did it. Let's get to these picks. This is what these people came for. What them?
We can't. Hold on. All right, I sent you a text, but Peter's locked up to get some graphics.
Oh,
So Jalen's on his way up there.
so we kicking the can on the picks.
For now.
For now. But let's talk about this while we waiting. Y'all been watching Team USA. We gotta talk about a shitball team real quick, Lou. So sorry for the segue.
I've been watching highlights. I haven't really watched any of the game.
What do y'all did you watch the Lithuanian? Was it Lithuanian?
Lithuania.
Lithuania could have beat them.
Lithuania
boys.
versus
They
USA.
coulda beat 'em.
It seemed like it was as much of Lithuanian niggas. Hey, every now and then you go to the rec, one of them Lithuanian niggas, they'll pull up on you.
Oh man.
I watched that game. I'd be up early in the morning sometimes, and I randomly had it on because I didn't know if it was the replay or it was live because of the time difference. I'm watching. I was like, bro, them niggas was dogging USA. Like they was, bro. It was like they was like circled that they had that game circled.
Who's their guys?
I don't even know, but they was talking shit. They was they was throwing their tongues like they was Michael Jordan. They was making Magic Johnson behind the back passes. Anytime there was a white boy with a three, it was cash
They
money.
lost today to Serbia.
They spent all their energy on USA. They was balling. USA didn't know what to do.
And I thought
Brunson
Ant
and them
was
was
that guy.
missing.
I thought
You
Ant
thought.
was supposed to be that guy.
He has been.
They don't give him enough. They be
Not in
they
this
be
year.
weird with their minutes. That's what I realized.
But
in that
that's
game.
always USA basketball, though. Like they try to spread it out. Look, my thing is this, right? Just overall overview is this is like Team USA's B team, right? Like this is not the big dogs.
This
These
is
are the
C team.
pups.
C team. Yeah, I was gonna say.
Valanciunas is the best player on Lithuania.
And he was dogging.
You know, to me, these are the little pups, the up and coming pups of the NBA. I think it's a great experience for them. We've seen Edwards time and time again just kind of put the team on his back and, you know, go to victory. I think he is the best player on the squad. But when I watch them versus the world, these world teams, man, like they play multiple years together. So when you get a team that's like Lithuania, you get a team like France, you get teams like Spain that have been playing years and years, the chemistry. These guys don't got chemistry. This is the first time that they all play together, right? Like the way Team USA does global basketball is we have more talent, therefore we're going to win. And we see now that the level of talent is now like more equal. Other teams may not have all NBA players, but they all have at least three. You know what I'm saying? 3 guys that hoop and 2 guys that should be in the NBA. You know what I'm saying? So the level of talent is higher, but then the separator is the chemistry. And again, we brought the puppies. We didn't bring the big dogs.
Let me ask you a question. And this is as a novice NBA fan. You know they're doing that mid-season tournament, right?
Yeah.
What if they let the FIBA or the Olympic team play during the mid-season tournament as a team?
They should.
And then the other NBA players form their teams, however you had to pick them or whatnot. Do you think that would help with the chemistry?
No, so I think
because they're getting to play together more.
I think what Team USA needs to do is that they need to have like a 3-year plan, right, prior to the Olympics. And every summer off season, the players that decide to play, you know what I'm saying, Team USA basketball, they should have some type of training camp to gain that camaraderie, that chemistry over the course of multiple seasons.
Is that why you don't get the main players want to play? Because they don't want to make that commitment.
That's
because if I'm Steph Curry, I don't know if I'm
basketball.
doing that. I'm like,
I said
all
a
right.
training camp. I didn't say a
But
season.
if you Steph Curry, are you doing it?
Yeah, but that's like how long is training camp? What, a month or 2?
But here's the thing.
In
If
between
I'm
the
Devin
season,
Booker, am I
that's the
showing
whole-
up for
that's
that?
the- that's-
Yes, certain guys should.
Donovan Mitchell?
Certain guys should. Because here's the thing, right? Like at the end of the day, most basketball players that their season ends early, they might take a month off, but then you're back to working out. You're not playing NBA games, but you're hooping at the Y or wherever they go for pickup basketball. They're working on drills with their own personal trainers. Why not take another 30 or 45 days to hoop against the best? Because all you're doing is prepping yourself to be the best version. Have y'all not seen where when members that hoop for Team USA, they go back into the NBA and that's their best season?
Yep.
Because they just competed against the best talent. So all I'm saying, I'm not saying give up your whole summer. What I'm saying is give 30 days. Build that chemistry and that camaraderie with that set of guys that you're going to be hooping with. Now, the older statesmen, like the Stephs of the world, the KDs, the LeBron, LeBron shouldn't play.
Has Steph ever played? on
Yeah,
USA?
Steph has played.
Steph has?
Yeah.
I ain't no saying stuff.
Steph, Clay, Draymond, Westbrook.
What year was that?
What year was that? Yeah.
I don't remember, but they all hoop together. They all hoop together. But at the end of the day, they have to figure out how to
I don't
build
remember
chemistry.
Damn jersey at all.
I can't.
I wouldn't doubt it.
No,
but
I'm
I
not
don't.
doubting it.
I
I just
just,
can't
I just,
even picture
I don't
And it might have been a
know.
world championship versus like the USA team, but I know that they all hoop together.
My thing is like we're in a bad place with basketball where it's like we asking if what's his name?
Anybody want to play?
Bro, my boy from not Brunson, but the other dude. What's his name?
Brunson got shitted on too, though.
Brunson got dogged on by that.
Curry said he played in 2024.
Who's the other dude?
Yeah, so Curry played in
No.
2019 FIBA World Cup.
Josh Hart.
Hart, yeah.
He was on the team.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Josh
he on-
Hart was over
he
here
on
trying
the
to.
NBA
He was
team.
trying to do a Euro against
yeah,
Valanciunas, but he got blocked.
No wonder they lost.
They got niggas like Josh Hart,
Sorry.
They got
Tyrese
Mikal
Halliburton.
Bridges.
Bird on there, Bridges.
Yeah,
Like these are
Bridges
like
left
these
the
are
court.
niggas that's like-
niggas. You know they nice, but I'm not tuning in at 8:30 in the morning to watch them
Yeah.
play against.
These are the ones that
Lithuania.
go to like the elementary school and maybe take a
Yeah.
picture. They like, yeah, it's Mikal Bridges. Like,
These
I rather Ja. You know what I'm saying? But I'll take Mikal if that's all.
these are the guys that should be. Some of them should be superstars. Some of them all stars, and some of them are
Some
role
right on
players
the
on this team.
verge.
You know what I'm saying? Like to me, Ant is a potential superstar. Somebody like Mikal Bridges to me is a potential all-star. Somebody like Austin Reeves is a
He's
really
white
good role
boy.
player.
Need a white boy. Need
That's all he really is.
American.
Especially on Team USA,
He's had moments though.
he has some moments, but they be trying to gas up. Don't he got a shoe deal too?
Does it?
Yeah, I
I
think
think
so.
he
I think he got a shoe
Yeah,
deal.
I think
bro.
he did during the playoff run.
Shout out to Will Stokes, 9 cents. It's 9 cents. Just signed up to become a member. We appreciate it.
Appreciate you, Will.
I'm gonna read some of these super chats while we get the graphics and everything straightened out. El Werewolf de FIFO. What were y'all impressions of Sharp being on on First Take?
Skip.
Spike, you have
Skip.
cemented yourself in Odd Friday history. Lou Glitch.
Man, that clip was hilarious.
Hilarious.
Whoever posted on
Oh,
Reddit.
they posted a
I ain't
Friday
see it. I
clip.
gotta see
I
it.
put it in the group.
I did not see it.
Y'all got man, that is
Oh,
hilarious.
Sharp. Shannon Sharp on First Take.
Skip.
Skip.
I think that was
I
hilarious.
like he had on the name. I didn't watch it, but I saw he had on the name tag.
Who, Stephen A?
Stephen A.
That's-
Yeah. Stephen A. put on the name
That's funny.
tag.
That is
You
funny.
know
Because he
what's
kept
crazy?
his
That is
name.
hilarious.
The thing I thought about was like, if Stephen A. said, "I'm going to Fox Sports,"
Mhm.
ESPN would be done.
In trouble.
It
yeah.
would be done.
Ain't
Yeah,
no trouble. It's
Because
over.
I'm thinking like, bro, he is the only personality that you just by the culture of sports and even just pop culture in general, like you have to kind of tune in or you're aware of it to a certain degree because something's going on, but it's mostly because of Stephen A. So Shannon Sharp coming over there it was the biggest no-brainer in sports. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? Like, when is he going to ESPN if he's not with Fox? But then when you see them together, it kind of looks like I gotta see it play out a little bit longer. You could tell obviously first day they didn't have that much great chemistry. You could tell they just signed the deal. Stephen A. sounded better on his podcast than Shannon was on First Take.
I wonder why that is because, like, seeing them two link up when the news broke, I was like, "Oh, this
Gonna be some niggas.
this gonna be great," you know? Because I mean, we know Shannon. Shannon would go there, but he was doing that across from a white man. Now you got another brother like you who can get a
call you
little
out.
bleachy on us sometimes with some of his takes, but nevertheless. You got another brother that knows the culture, that understands blackness, you know, has his opinions about certain things. But you would think that they would mesh very, very well, and Shannon would be very comfortable. So it was interesting, kind of hearing that they didn't have the chemistry off rip. But maybe they just don't know each other like that.
They
That's
don't.
what
You
it
can tell
is.
they don't. You
Yeah.
can tell they don't.
That's
They
what
build
it is.
They building it on the fly.
Okay.
And you think that all these black personalities or something like that, they all got these little meetings that they go to and they cool with each other, but they not.
They should.
Yeah.
Because like you knew that Michael Irvin and Stephen A. knew each other. They look like they hang out.
Right.
All them other guys, it look like he has a relationship with them. They hang out. So Stephen A. and Shannon, man, they got to kick back. You know, watch a couple of games together. I know Shannon don't drink and shit like that, but they got to hang out, bro.
Yeah.
Because I think the show has potential to be fantastic. Can you imagine all that black stuff that he was doing on Undisputed? All the what Uncle Sharp or whatever he was calling him. Imagine that.
You think he doing that?
Shay.
You think he doing it on his First Take?
You would have to.
I think if Stephen A.
You would have
says
to,
some
bro.
crazy stuff, then yeah.
You got to. You got to. If you're gonna do all that shit for the white man,
You got to do it.
you got to do it when the black man is across because he will understand the cigars, he will understand the liquor, he will understand all that shit. So if you're gonna sit there and coon it up on
You think
Undisputed,
ESPN gonna be like, all right,
then you got to coon it up on First Take.
We're gonna be cool with you bringing Hennessy and this is on air
Yes,
while the baby's watching.
yeah, because then why'd you bring me on here?
Yeah,
You run out because of the chick. We brought you on here because you're the only nigga that could.
Look.
Stephen A. has ran everybody else
But
off,
you
and
know
you the
what
only one
comes
left.
with my brand. Like, what's the name of my Shannon Sharp's podcast? Club Shay.
Shay.
Come on, you know what it is.
They brought him to be yourself.
Look. At the end of the day,
You can be yourself on Club Shay. Go to the club if you want to be
Right.
yourself.
Shannon Sharp could have went anywhere and chose there. So you know what I bring to the table,
I think he went anywhere that had to check.
bro. Do you understand how much?
ESPN needed him too, though.
Yeah,
He said
ESPN needed.
You said
ESPN needed Shannon Sharp more than Shannon Sharp needed ESPN.
100%.
like
You think so?
Yes,
100%.
he had the
I
leverage.
think what ESPN is
100%.
banking on is the football season is coming up and people are gonna watch anyway. But if you look at the personalities that are there, like it don't. Nobody makes you tune in. You said it at the beginning of this. Stephen A. and now who after that?
Yeah, but I'm saying Stephen A. is still there, and he
No,
was
we
gonna
know
be
that.
there.
We know
They
that.
on his
And they don't have Shannon on all week. They only
Right.
have him on
Think about
Mondays
this, though.
and Tuesdays.
People were tuning in, watching Undisputed, not for Skip,
Yep.
for Shannon. Black folks.
Yep.
So I would love to see the date on this.
If the black
Like,
people went to ESPN,
Mhm.
yep, I agree.
Oh no, 100%. The data is out there.
Yeah, more black males watch First Take. That was a little thing that they had out that they were doing the reporting on that 60% of their audience was black males from the age of 29
before or
to 44.
after Shannon.
Before this was when Stephen A. was
So I like
holding
to
it
see it
down
now.
by himself.
So
So even now, like it probably would be even
Even
more.
more.
So First Take is doing 3 times the numbers of Undisputed right now.
But they
Yeah.
always was bigger numbers,
Yes,
right?
bigger.
Yeah, but Undisputed has lost market share, is what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
because they ain't got no brand. No one gives a fuck about Skip.
Yeah.
No, we know that,
and
but
dudes that's on there just yelling, hey.
they are, and now Skip has like he's not even the biggest.
He's the
voice.
moderator.
Yeah,
He's
exactly.
not the biggest voice. Like
He's
you
not
were
the
saying,
biggest
yeah.
voice. And then the other thing too that really hurt them is they took almost 2 months off.
Yeah.
So now think about like at the end of the day, right? Like in entertainment, people fit entertainment into their lifestyle.
Yeah,
Yep.
once it's gone, it's gone.
Once it's gone, it's gone
Yep,
because
you
I don't
gone for
replace
2
you.
months. I got something else I'm looking at.
Exactly.
Yep.
They've been replaced and people ain't coming back.
Yeah.
That's what
That's
the
a fact.
numbers say.
Especially not to
and
see
even-
y'all arguing over the clips that I've seen online.
Exactly.
Like nobody's
Even-
coming back to
Even
that.
more so than that, Shannon had his own audience that was tuning in.
100%.
So when he moved, that audience moved. There's nothing left there for me. I'm not standing for
Exactly.
Mike Irvin.
And it's
And-
easier to
and-
be
and
on
I-
ESPN
Sherman?
and FS1.
And that's why I said that Shannon Sharp had the leverage. I want to say it was DraftKings that offered him damn near $100 million. That offered Shannon Sharp $100 million. They also offered Pat McAfee too. Before he took less money.
Yeah, it was drafted.
He took less money
it was
to go to
100.
ESPN.
That's what I'm
Settled
saying.
on Bill
Bigger
Simmons.
platform. But at the end of the day, that's why I'm saying that Shannon Sharp had the leverage in this situation.
I don't know if Shannon Sharp is bigger than ESPN. To say
He's
that.
I'm
not
not
bigger than
saying
ESPN.
that.
But he can
Nick,
bring in a crowd. if
Use
they
the
want.
leverage.
Yeah,
The leverage
all I'm saying is that I'm waiting to see. I think that they're still filling out this duo, and that's why they only gave him Mondays and two. I was like, why is he not there all week?
You know,
It's
part-
all-
you know, part
he
of
did
that-
that.
Thank
That was
you.
him. He
Thank
said
you.
that he didn't want to commit to doing that every morning. He has other outside interests he's trying to do.
Exactly.
So they did Mondays and Tuesdays because that gives him
I think
freedom.
ESPN said
That's football
No.
season.
ESPN
Gotta-
wrote him that check, and he was like, all right, based on how much you trying to pay me, I'm coming in
Nick,
2
Well,
days.
nah, that's what he
Nick,
negotiated.
I'm working
He
from home
negotiated
3
that.
out,
Nick,
3
part
out
of
of 5. I'm
part-
coming to
no,
office
Nick,
2 days
Nick,
out the
Nick.
week.
part of the shit that out of his own mouth, he said that he does not like waking up at 4 in
He
the
don't.
morning
He-
and doing this whole sports thing.
yeah,
It's cool, but he doesn't want to have that same
what
5-day
he said.
stretch.
that's what he said.
So he did less than half, and I'm getting paid more, and I have more control of what I want to do and what I want to say
So you,
in terms of topics.
so you think that he gonna bring a bottle of honey to the first take?
I think if Stephen A.
Nope.
Smith says some crazy shit like Skip did, and it warrants him, I think he'll do
Yeah,
that.
he would.
I don't know. I
don't
would
think it's gonna-
love. I'm with you. I would love to see him continue the same antics that
he's
he
not gonna be
did,
as black as he was.
but
on-
I don't
Yeah,
know.
we'll see. It's
ESPN
not
might
gonna
keep him a little button up. Eric Jones said you say Shadur, I guess S2 was off, and he was 37 or 46. Relax, FIFO.
5
And just let me know when you
What,
all squared away.
what did I say
Taylor.
was crazy?
You said his footwork.
Facts. You said that he was off, like his numbers were crazy, and you were saying that he needed work, which he all of them do. But the way you were saying it was like it was to a fault.
I said he had a couple misses, and his footwork was off on a couple of throws. That's all I said.
But that was in and two.
Hunter had
and
a huge drop.
you were speaking in regards to being a pro prospect too. You
Exactly.
didn't say that.
Like I didn't say he had a bad game. The motherfucker threw for 500 yards,
Yeah,
bro.
he was speaking in regards to
Mm.
being like an NFL prospect.
Like there's certain things that just need to get buttoned up. But he had an amazing look. He threw. I think the best throw that I seen Shadur throw was the white boy linebacker 50 something. He was supposed to have it was a zone assignment, but then he just took off. He was right in the alley. Shadur saw him, hit the crosser with the safety on top and the cornerback trailing with anticipation. That is a pro throw.
How tall is he?
6'2",
Mm-hmm. Solid too, really, like 215, 220.
215.
Ain't bad at all.
More Deion. If Deion Deion the KAJ of football?
Kareem
As in-
Abdul-Jabbar.
Oh,
As in
okay.
the best.
As in the best overall career in said sport, from high school to college and the NFL, he's been one of the best.
Yes.
I can see that.
Kareem
It's
didn't
tough though to
coach.
say Kareem. No,
We got
huh?
Kareem didn't coach though.
yeah, but
Yeah.
he did high school, college,
Yeah.
professional.
He won 3 UCLA championships.
Yeah, he was.
Three
Yeah,
Because as a
Because
freshman,
he couldn't play as a
play.
freshman. They
Yeah,
the freshman
yeah.
team went undefeated.
Mm-hmm.
yeah. Deion is the difference is Kareem was champion all those times. Deion was just the best. If that makes sense.
At his position.
Yeah, and the thing about Deion is his is high school, college, NFL, after.
Coaching. That's what
Mhm.
makes it remarkable.
That's what
Yeah,
makes
yeah.
him special.
Yeah.
is all the way.
well, we
through.
got to see how this
It
And
seems
he
goes.
did 2 sports
It
professionally.
seems like he's
Two
been able to
professional.
translate.
Yeah,
Two
we
professional.
got to see how this is only week 1.
Over 10 years.
Yes.
That's
Mhm.
crazy.
Mm. Okay.
Hey, Nick, get a black man
Hey,
some respect, man.
Quick question.
He took the money. He said, "Fuck the
Quick
respect."
question.
Hey, that black man didn't care about your black ass.
The
And neither of them black
were
ass kids in
baseball
Jackson State.
contracts as crazy back then when Deion was playing?
Nah, I think. Let me see when.
Nah,
What
it,
year
it
was
was
it?
modest.
It wasn't
very
nowhere near
modest.
like it is.
Like it is now.
What
Okay.
year was it?
Yeah, no.
Especially if
was
the
like
Reds,
90
if the
90,
Reds,
like
if
94?
the Reds had his contract, they damn sure wasn't paying him like
No,
that.
they were not. They sure were not.
That's like 94, 93.
Yeah, mid 90s to early 2000s.
Eric Jones also added, look how they look. There were
Wow.
3 drops, a fumble, a blocked field goal, a touchdown callback, and plenty of missed tackles. What happens when that's cleaned up?
They're gonna win 8 games.
I just want to see it against Oregon and USC.
Okay.
You make a believer out of me out of them too. If
Okay.
he wins those games,
Yeah.
He's not gonna be USC.
So for the Braves, he made 3.6 million. For
Oh,
the
yeah.
Cincinnati Reds, 3.6.
That's nice money.
Cincinnati Red, 1.2. and
Well,
200,000.
adjusted for inflation, that's probably only about 20 mil.
and what year was that?
94, 95, 97, 2001.
You think that's 20?
No.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be 20.
Yeah, I'll say that's
Watch.
like what? That's probably 10 if
Maybe.
anything.
Nah.
Yeah.
It ain't that much inflation. That's the case, but they burning money.
We got the thumbs up, so we're good to go. Let me read this last one. Can Nick read this?
It's double, Nick. I mean, it's double FIFO.
I guess they want you to read
Is
that,
it Mike
bro.
Seaton?
Hold on, what they say?
You need glass?
Please read that.
Oh no, I'm not saying that. Do I gotta say it because he
Yeah,
paid?
Nah, you don't have to say
Nah,
it.
he
Yeah,
paid,
man.
No, he paid. You gotta
You
say
gotta
it.
read that, man. He paid.
There you go.
Nah, bro, I ain't no damn monkey. You could just type some shit.
There we
I
go,
can say
that's
some shit. Nah, fuck all that.
to see what you go.
Tune into the Frames Per Second podcast. You'll hear me say that.
Yeah,
Hey,
for real. With the monkey with the symbols too, Nick.
Come on.
They do that on what's that? They do that shit on TikTok. There, they pay you to
Now,
say stuff.
now
and
when
stuff.
Shay Shay had a henny when they asked
Oh,
him
wait,
to,
they
you
do?
have-
Yeah,
Are you talking about that black
that's what
girl?
the black girl does.
The one
Send
that-
me some checks.
Man, bro, like they send like emojis and you gotta say the emoji and do like little
Send me
things.
some checks.
You
Like,
say
I'll
that
do
now,
it.
Ken.
This
It's
lady
gonna be
said she
hella
makes
pause worthy
7,000.
shit.
Oh, it's gonna be super fun. It's one dude that do it. He like the Glizzy King. And
Uh,
like people send him hot dogs, and I'm not even gonna do the gesture that he does, but like people.
What's the
just
gesture that he
send- I'm
does?
not even doing it.
How
he
you
like-
sitting there watching it like that?
I seen it on Twitter.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But
But he like the
nigga,
Glizzy King. Oh, 1 Glizzy, 2
What's-
Glizzy, 3 Glizzies. Oh,
I wouldn't have
it's
made
a
it to
Glizzy
3 Glizzies,
bonanza.
but how you make it to 3 Glizzies?
He made it to a Glizzy.
And how
bonanza.
you make it watching?
It was a clip
I'm
on
not gonna
Twitter.
get that far.
He said it was a Glizzy bonanza, bro. Like, yeah, I'm gonna send that clip to the chat. That shit was insane.
No, that's okay.
I'm gonna send it to you personally.
all right, man.
Y'all over here
He
goofball.
said he got scammed, Nick. But
he will file for a refund on this card.
all right, man. Let's get
Let's
it.
move on to the these picks. Y'all some goofballs. We'll start with the divisional picks. We'll work our way up to the Super Bowl. And if we're gonna start with any division, let's start in the AFC or any conference. We're gonna start in the AFC, and we're gonna start in any division in the AFC. We're gonna start with the AFC North. Let's not bury the lead with this.
What?
Wait, what?
Why would we start with that like it's the caviar?
What you
of
mean?
the
You
division?
always go north.
Stop
You talking about
NFC North.
AFC.
If we're gonna
Oh,
start
yeah.
anywhere, we're gonna start with the AFC.
AFC, that's the best division in football. You tell me a better division.
NFC East.
Well, we'll get to it. You said what?
NFC East.
Oh yeah. NFC cheeks. Lou, I'll start with you. Who you got winning that?
Pittsburgh Steelers.
You spit out. You spit out in the mic too, saying that. What? Back up, bro.
I want to make sure I emphasize it and you heard
Back
it.
up.
I got the Pittsburgh Steelers winning the division. Kenny Pickett having a great year. Pickens having a great year. Tomlin continuing on his coaching dominance.
I had somebody tell me this, and I was trying to get them drug tested afterwards. They said Pickens, the receiver,
Yeah, Carl Pickens.
George Pickens.
George Pickens,
excuse me. Carl
was
Pickens.
going to be a top 5 receiver this year.
No.
So they're going to have a better season than AJ Brown.
No.
He's not going to get the opportunities.
He their number one.
He going to have to because
I
Najee.
know he's their number one.
He's not their number one.
Who's the
Who?
Deontay Johnson?
85,
81? I mean,
Yeah,
18?
Yeah.
18.
He dropped. He had a lot of drops last year.
They say he the best route runner.
This is going to be
though.
a breakout year for Pickens. I say
It is.
a breakout year. I don't know if top 5 is what that's going to consist of, but it will be a breakout year for him.
And we know that offense isn't going to be like a 60-40 pass run split. It's going to be closer to 50-50.
Yeah. Boy, if not,
Well,
40,
Najee
if not
ain't-
40,
yeah.
60.
Yeah.
Najee ain't going to be he ain't a lead back.
I don't think they're going to ask Pickett to do too much, but I do think
Yeah.
he's going to be able to do what they need him to.
Yeah.
To win that
He's not going to
division.
lead the league in no passing.
Yeah, I'm
stats.
down on Najee. Yeah,
They got another guy behind him who's supposed to be good, though, taking
Who?
his time.
Jalen Warren.
Is
Warren
that the
is
guy,
good.
Warren? They said Warren's supposed to be taking half his time this year.
Warren,
That says
The
a lot
reports
about
out of
that
campus
says a
and
lot about
Warren-
Najee.
and Warren was
Well, the reports out of
undrafted,
campus
but
is
it does
Warren
say a
was
lot
looking
about
great.
guys undrafted.
But he played decent.
They said he's great in
Go,
camp.
Shelton.
He can't.
He played decent.
I ain't saying
he
I'm
over here
not-
hyping a
I'm
nigga
not-
playing
I'm not
decent.
hyping him. I'm not hyping him.
Yeah.
I'm not hyping him like he's
talking
about to
about
be a lead
professional
back.
football.
He's not gonna be a lead back.
who you
but
got,
he's-
Shelton?
he's talented.
He decent.
He played decent.
was-
and you say
I
that,
didn't know. No,
and
he's
that's the nigga
decent,
that's supposed to
man.
push Najee.
Yeah, anybody can push Najee right now. You said we're doing AFC North,
Yeah.
Baltimore.
Be more. Who you got, FIFO?
Simpson.
Ken, who you got?
I think I took the Ravens, bro.
No Browns.
Browns.
Y'all gonna be surprised. I'm taking the Ravens.
Oh, look at that.
So he's just using reverse psychology.
That's
No,
all
it's
it is.
not, bro.
That's all it is.
So you
It's,
say
it's,
he's right.
it's the fact that I know that we can win on the road. We don't need to win the division. We can
Yeah.
win on the road.
The only reason why I don't think Baltimore is going to it's just the injury thing.
See, I can't go into the season thinking about this team is gonna get injured. That's why this team is gonna win. It's
Well,
like I gotta go off a heads up.
Well, my thing is this: like to me, Joe Burrow is the best quarterback in that division. And number one, number two, based off of past experiences, just in the last 3 years, they've had devastating injuries, and not just like one guy, not just J.K. Dobbins. We talking about Lamar, J.K., wide receivers, defense, like it's the whole squad. So until they have a relatively healthy year, I have to assume that is the trend, especially with them picking up OBJ. And I love OBJ. I think he's gonna have a bounce back.
Zay
year,
Flowers
but
is
still.
gonna be rookie of the year just
I
because he
think
gonna be.
defense-
I do
only
like
one-
Zay Flowers.
He gonna be the
I
only
do
one
too.
healthy left.
I really like
I
Zay
do too.
Flowers.
Somebody stole him from me.
I know that
Draft.
motherfucker
Me too,
stole
bro.
him.
I had him in my
Oh,
draft
yeah?
shit.
I was
Yeah.
pissed. I was trying to wait on him too because he was dropping.
Yep. I thought he was gonna sneak on by, but dang, Shelton, you miss him, bro.
Where's my picture?
Damn, that's funny. The black
We got a
Blackface.
crazy.
that looked like a blind reveal.
Who is Shelton J? Next on Dead
I
End
know,
Sports.
right?
I think
Nah,
the
we're gonna get it
defense.
squared away.
I think the defense and coaching will win this division, which is why I picked the Steelers. Watt, the best defensive player in the division. Tomlin, the best coach in the division.
That's pretty good.
Okay.
Picking the Steelers, I mess with the Steelers. I mess with Tomlin, but that's
a hell of a
wild, bro.
surprise.
I think they could be a playoff team,
They
but
gonna
not
be-
winning
hey,
the division.
Yeah, at best they're a playoff team. Let's move on to the NFC North. FIFA, I'll start with you.
NFC North. I know a couple of days ago or last week or the week before, I said a particular team. I'm switching it up. I'm going with the Lions.
Oh wow.
Oh,
You trying to say he fickle now? That's what he basically saying.
Mm-hmm.
Ken, who you got?
I also went with the Lions.
Wow. You guys are insane.
Did you look at the?
Yeah.
I'll let y'all finish.
Yeah,
I'll let them
it's
finish.
like-
Let's get through it.
It's Nick.
Who you got, Shelton?
Give me the Vikings.
Well, you on that car? You on that
Still good-
fentanyl boy picking them?
It's still a good team.
They're the best receiver in the league.
Yep.
That's all they got. That's all they
That's
got.
all they
That's
have.
literally all they got.
They drafted another wide receiver.
Yeah,
I
they
can't
got
remember his
Addison.
name.
Talking about Addison?
Addison,
Jordan Addison.
yeah,
Yeah,
he's
they
gonna be
nice.
nice.
Addison.
Yeah, they got some players.
Mhm.
And your boy. Tight end.
You talking about Hockenson?
Yep.
Yeah.
He got that. He got that Larry Bird syndrome right now. He got that bad back. Who you got, Lou?
Packers.
I ain't mad at it. I'm not
Yes,
mad
sir.
at it.
And I have a strangest feeling Nick got the Packers too.
Yeah.
I don't know. He reading off my. He was reading
I
off
got
the
the Packers
list,
there
bro.
too. I ain't.
I got the Packers winning this shit, bro.
I ain't
I got
mad
the
at it.
I
Packers.
knew it.
I couldn't put my faith in neither one of those other teams. I think the Vikings peaked last year. They won those 13 games and
Shit
too
the
many
bed.
one-score games. The Bears is the Bears. And I don't believe in the Lions.
I don't believe in the
I don't believe in the Lions at all.
This is the thing. I like when I look at that division, right? I do like what the Bears have done. They gotta show me, right? Like I do like Cole Kmet. I like who they got from the damn
Moore.
Panthers.
DJ Moore.
DJ Moore.
I do like Mooney. I like Khalil Herbert. Obviously, Justin Fields is one of the better dual threat quarterbacks.
They
in
still
the
got
league.
Claypool.
They still got Claypool.
Who did
So-
you change from?
the Bears.
Oh, the Bears.
Yeah, the Bears. So I was like, nah, I ain't. You know what I'm saying?
You saw that on paper. You was like, nah.
That's a good callback. He over here gassing them up for that.
And then when they went,
When it- when
see,
it's
I
time-
told you. I
When it's time to pick, he said, "What I say? Fuck all that." Give me that.
I like. Look, this is a make it or break a year for Justin Fields. Like
This is Shelton Heads right
he
here.
had. I didn't say that they're gonna finish second or like that. I just like the weapons that they got. When I look at the Packers, I feel that their play calling is gonna be very. They're gonna have what's his name on the leash.
Jordan Love.
Jordan Love. They're not gonna open it up.
They better.
They are.
They not.
Why would they
better.
not? Why
I
wouldn't
don't-
they?
He been there
see
for
it.
3 years.
You think
he should
Jordan
know that
knows the
This is my
offense.
thing. This is I
He
think
should know that offense.
he's
Yeah.
gonna have a Geno Smith year.
Yeah.
They're not gonna ask him to throw it down the field
More mature wide
60
receivers.
times. He's got Christian Watson, who learned his lesson from Rodgers. Pay attention. You know, run your routes good. Catch the fucking ball. Romeo Dobbs is a sleeper. So
I'm telling you.
That's why I picked him up in fantasy. Romeo
I was
Dobbs.
mad you picked because I was waiting on him.
Romeo
I
Dobbs
had him on
sleeper.
my-
And they drafted that young tight end. What's his name? Luke Musgrave, whatever. They got they still got the run
Still got
game.
both
Good run
A
game.
and B
And they
running
still got a
backs.
good defense.
Good defense.
You know what I'm saying? It's like
They got one of the
Will-
best pass
they
rushers
give you
in the
and
NFC.
they got one of the best offensive lines in the league,
Great
which
pass
is
rush.
great for a rookie or basically his rookie year, in my opinion.
The thing I like
Start.
about the Lions, I like how they're coached, and we've seen Jared Goff with a run game and a team around him. He's not top 5, top 10, top 15, but we know that you could win with Jared Goff.
But they replaced the top 2 running backs, and even though they did replace them,
You got a good
the
running
heart
back.
and soul of your team, Williams, is gone.
Don't
They
do
got a
that.
good draft pick though. That dude that picked the
Jerome,
seven.
yeah, I like
Gibbs.
Jahmyr Gibbs when he was drafted
The
too
heart,
high.
the heart and soul of
Yeah.
that team was not Williams, bro.
Jerome,
Williams,
he
bro.
was. Yes, he was. Y'all,
think
did
it's
y'all
St.
not
Brown.
see him?
I think it's St. Brown.
I saw him looking for Pokemon or some shit like
Yeah,
that.
that's crazy. Yeah, that's crazy. But they love that dude, and that dude,
I think
he
St.
ran
Brown
hard.
drove that offense. I think
I
he
love-
made
I
golf
love
better.
them.
He made the running game better. But I don't know if he's good enough to win it.
And they got
Wait a
Gibbs.
minute.
They got
Wait a minute.
Montgomery and they got Jahmyr Gibbs, but Jahmyr Gibbs is a rookie. We don't know what he got drafted way too high.
So that whole division sucks.
sucks. Yeah, this is a bad division.
All right, so it's really a damn near pick 'em outside of the Bears, who still are kind of rebuilding.
Yeah.
So y'all trust the first year starter in Jordan Love.
Yeah, I trust their coach more than I trust Campbell. I think Campbell sucks.
oh, you
I
tripping.
think Campbell.
Granted, Dalvin Cook wasn't the same. He
rah-rah
slowed down
white man
tremendously.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
Campbell a
He was
little,
out a lot last year too.
he got more
I
gas
just
up
trust-
his ass
what'd you
than
say?
anything else.
I trust Jefferson. I do.
Jefferson
I
ain't
don't
gonna
trust.
he'll play
They had
defense.
too many close games last year. The Vikings. Last year I picked him, and I thought that since their coaches knew that they would be able to pull off the stuff that they did, and they did. But I don't think that's going to happen again this year. And they lost a lot of good defensive players.
Okay.
All right, let's move on to the South. We went from the North, we're going to the South. AFC South. Who you got, Ken?
Another division that sucks.
This is
for
an
the
easy one.
South.
It's easy.
Yeah, I got the Jags.
This ought to be a sweep.
This should be a sweep.
Jaguars.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got Jags.
I got Jackson.
Everybody got the Jags.
Yeah.
Yep.
Who you want now,
shit.
Ken?
Titans gonna win the division.
Damn, we done messed them
The
up.
Titans gonna win the division.
It's the Titans.
The
Golly.
Titans, like, congratulations, Tennessee Titans on winning that division. Though.
Yeah, I got Jacksonville. I can't even hate. I wanted to pick the Titans because I'm hoping Malik Willis
I
come
want-
out of nowhere
I
and
want to be-
start
I
and
want-
shock the
I
world.
want Anthony
Is he
Richardson to
starting?
do it.
Hell no.
No.
Tannehill started.
Absolutely.
Yeah, Tannehill's starting.
I'm
they got
surprised
Will
Malik
Levis.
Willis
The
still
coach
there.
got
Will Levis
Anthony
still there.
Richardson.
That's how shitball Willis is. That's what they like. I mean, Levi.
Yeah.
Levi, like, damn,
Yeah,
bro,
because
we got to keep the black
Willis when the 52-man roster came out, did it?
Huh?
It's
They got the
53.
quarterback.
So he got to
Wow.
so
I'm surprised at
he's the third string.
Him or
William.
I say, I hope Willis.
And
is not
the
third.
Texans, right? Golly, man, that's
Stroud will be sorry.
Stroud could. The one thing I'll say about the
Sorry?
He's gonna be
Texans,
sorry.
no, I think Stroud gonna be good.
This year, I ain't saying for the rest of his career. Just
No, I'm
this
saying this year, I think he's gonna be good. I
Really?
think he, between him and Bryce, I think I'll put money on him to have a better season than Bryce.
Really?
Yeah, he got better weapons than me.
Nico Collins. Okay, there's a couple of guys out
I was gonna
there.
say they forget about Michi. Michi's there.
Michi is there.
Damian Pierce,
Yeah,
who was
but
hurt.
he's still
there.
Still hurt, but,
They got Dalton Schultz from Dallas. He's gonna be there. That's a solid tight end.
Well, we sorry,
It's a solid
Jaguars.
rebuilding year.
Yeah, we did it.
Yes.
I follow.
Who you
got
got?
jinxed.
Spike, you said Jacksonville too. Everybody said
Everybody
Jacksonville.
said Jackson.
Yeah.
All right. NFC North. FIFA, I'll start with you.
You said NFC.
We just
North?
did NFC North.
No, NFC
NFC
South.
South.
I'm sorry, yeah.
NFC South. Hold on. Let me pull up my shit. NFC South. Hey,
Another
look, man,
sorry division.
It is a sorry.
It
division.
is.
It is a
Sorry
sorry
division.
division.
Yeah,
Who you?
Hey,
who you
look,
about to-
I done said this. I done put disrespect on the whole state once upon a
I
time.
knew it.
Once upon a time, but the curse has been lifted. I'm going with the damn Falcons. bro. I'm going with the Falcons. I believe rise up.
They finna let you down too.
you know,
rise
what,
up.
bro. He just cursed the whole team now, bro.
That's
I was trying to root for Ritter this year, and anything that happens, I'm gonna blame.
Hey,
him.
hey,
over
I
with.
speak truth. You speak curses.
I don't know what you talking about, bro. You were speaking truth. You bet money on the Falcons winning that Super Bowl. I know.
I
You
remember
was.
people say Jameis Winston was the greatest. What he said?
Oh my God, no.
He said he was the greatest.
He did
What he
not.
said?
I didn't say he was the greatest.
Shit.
I said you gonna make the Pro Bowl or some shit.
Yeah, it was something.
I
Hey, he got hurt though.
I couldn't have been here. When that was happening.
He got
Yeah,
hurt.
that
I
was-
wasn't
that was the
here.
year before.
I know I wasn't
Who you got, Shelton?
Give me the Saints.
You ain't got no reason picking them. You just saying that shit.
Yes, I do. Man.
Bro, you don't.
They got a stout defense, man, and they got
What
Chris
that
Olave.
they had a stout defense for like last 5 years.
but they got Chris
ain't got
Olave. They
nowhere.
got Derek Carr playing quarterback. Which
What that mean?
that don't mean much. But you got Alvin Kamara running back, and he
He's
Williams-
suspended for the first
when he
one.
come back.
Jamal
Yeah,
Williams
with
with
him.
you.
Jamal Williams there.
He's suspended for like what, 3 games?
3 games.
Three. Oh, no, it's not his 4. Jamal Williams gonna push that route.
Jamal Williams.
Yeah, I'm telling man, y'all.
Bro, you
I'm hyping him up now. I am
overhyping.
I'm
said
hyping him
Jamal
up.
Man said he
Williams.
carried the Lions.
hyping
last
him
Bro,
up.
night.
he got a
Crazy.
bunch of
I
goal
said,
line
no,
touchdowns.
I said he was the
Crazy.
heart and soul of
He
that
said he
team.
was the heart and soul of the
I didn't
team.
say he carried him. He but
I
he was
thought
the
that
heart.
was the
My
same
thing
thing,
is
my
though,
No.
he swore Miles Sanders was a essential
Elite
part
back.
to that
Miles
Eagles
Sanders,
offense.
Miles
They should
Sanders
the first time
was
that.
5th in the
Hey.
league in rushing.
Hey,
He
kid,
was second in touchdowns.
first time he knocked on the door of the GM, he was like, "I'm here to get paid." The GM said, "Here's your
Get
bag."
outta here.
nigga.
go-
He started for the Panthers.
He was
now.
like, go ask Shelton for it. Because we ain't
go
got
to
it.
his home
He was
team.
5th
He'll
in the
take
league
care
in
of it.
rushing.
Go to
He
that
was
dead
second in
end.
touchdowns.
Nigga. You already bet yours here.
They say he they're the worst backfield in the league. this year.
Panthers.
Yeah.
With Miles Sanders?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what they said.
Damn.
Ranked 30th. I'm sorry.
Lou, who you got?
I'm picking the Saints. They got the easiest schedule in the league this year.
They do.
They got the
That's why I picked up their
easiest
defense,
schedule in the league.
fantasy-wise.
That's my surprise team, like the Seahawks from last year. I think the Saints might.
I
be-
looked at someone posted that in the Dead End
I
Sports
think they
Reddit
might get a
thread.
2 or 3 seed in the NFC playoffs.
Their schedule is the hardest. I
Easy.
think the best quarterback they play is Trevor Lawrence.
Yep.
That's it. And then
Like
they
they got
got Jared Goff if
They
you
have
believe
a
in the Lions.
very easy
Mhm.
schedule.
Ken,
That's
who you
crazy.
got?
I'm riding with FIFO, bro. I'm going with
Okay.
the Falcons, man.
Let's go. Rise up.
That's the
I'm
end of
going with the
Falcons.
Falcons.
Rise up.
I hate that slogan. Rise up.
Hey, that's what they about to do. Look at that. That shit gonna be great.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, look at that. Oh,
Nick
you with
rising
us,
up
huh?
I'm with it because of Ritter. You know what I'm saying? I'm with it because of Ritter. You know what I'm saying? I'm Ritter. Obviously, I'm a rep, you know, Cincinnati all day. You know what I'm saying?
We're gonna get benched, man. Y'all gonna be sick.
And that's why I can't sit next to him, bro. He just never a ball of hate. He like that dirty bubble on SpongeBob. He just a
I
ball
don't
of hate.
disrespect you like Lou, but I'm not all the way on the Ritter train like that. The reason why I picked the Falcons is, like I said,
Bijan, that's the only
Who's gonna have more yards?
Not just
Bijan or Algier or whatever his name
He
is.
might get cut.
Bijan. Oh, if we're just talking all yards, we're just talking
Rushing
rush
yards.
yards.
Are they putting
I
you?
don't know.
Are they putting Crumpler back? I mean, excuse me. What's the
Patterson.
receiver name? Patterson.
Yeah, he gonna be there.
He gonna be there too?
he's
The
still on
offense they
roster.
talking about is that all the running backs gonna be wide receiver.
Yes. So and that's the thing that I like about what the Falcons have. This is, in my opinion, the most positionless football team in terms of their offensive weapons. Bijan could go in the slot. Kyle Pitts could play tight end to any wide receiver, slot, outside, tight end. So Cordero Patterson could play backfield, outside, inside. So to me, what that means is if the offensive coordinator is that innovative, he can create matchups. You know what I'm saying? With those guys.
I tell you, the one thing I heard in prepping for this that worries me the most about the Falcons is they said they have they do this thing now about rest advantage, like the time that you get to rest between games.
Mhm.
Since the Falcons don't have any primetime games, all their games are at 1:00 and 4:00. They have the worst rest advantage in the league. Like they're going to be going into every game with least rest than their opponent.
Mm.
They're a young team. Who gives a fuck? It's
I'm
football.
just- it was just an interesting- it was an interesting stat.
Get your ass up out there.
Isn't it- I thought that was
Fuck about what
interesting.
You resting all season.
No primetime games is crazy.
Who wants to see them in prime time outside
Drake, what's his name?
You talking about who? Which
He's
Drake?
not-
nigga?
I'm talking about the
That's the
receiver,
only Drake that we gave him.
Yeah,
for.
London Drake, Robinson, the tight end dude. Like you would want to see that offense,
Bruh,
right?
you over here just saying shit at this
Stop.
point. Ain't nobody say
You
that was
talking about a
box office.
positionless offense. You want to see that, right?
FIFO, like he's a football fan in Atlanta. He the only one calling it positionless offense.
That's Israel. I feel like they should have at least one
Nah,
prime.
they gonna have a Thursday night game,
Nobody
don't
want to see
think
the
they got
Falcons like that, bro.
Really?
Nah.
Damn, that's crazy.
especially after they blew that
I don't
Super
even
Bowl.
think they got a
That was the
Thursday
best chance that anybody could
Yeah.
see the Falcons, and that's
They got a
Just
London
Atlanta
game.
people.
That's the only thing they got a London game.
Yeah,
where they
but
gonna have
that's
center
it.
stage.
Unless Kyle Pitts be doing some crazy shit.
he made him and Ritter got that connection.
Oh.
AFC West, we going out west. Sheldon, I'll start with you.
NFC or AFC?
AFC.
AFC West.
AFC.
Give me the Chargers.
Wow.
Yep, I think the Chargers gonna win the division this year.
Wow. He's just saying shit.
That's
now.
crazy.
The head coach gonna be gone.
That's crazy, right? They're gonna fire dude mid-season.
He still got them winning the division.
Mhm.
FIFA, who you got winning?
Chiefs, man, Patty and them boys.
You gonna say that and watch
Whoever them boys
Yeah,
is.
it's going to it's gonna be the biker boys. Whoever the fuck it is. Sheldon, I mean FIFO, you got. I mean not FIFO. Lou.
Chiefs. All day. Twice on Sunday. I ain't picking against Patty.
Ken.
Same Chiefs.
I'm going with the
Put him on the glass, Jalen. We ain't got to listen to that shit. We can watch.
I was saying I'm going with the Raiders. Jimmy G coming back.
Man, he's a winner, bro.
He is a winner.
Shelton,
Chargers
Yes, sir.
is Crazy.
we need answers.
Yes.
You don't need no answers. I gave them.
You picking
No,
against
you
Patrick
did.
Mahomes?
I gave them.
You just said
I'm not picking against Patrick Mahomes. I'm picking against the rest of those guys, and I think it's going to be close. I'm not worried about the Chiefs in the playoffs. They're going to be there, but I just think that the Chargers are going to win the division.
How many
Chargers
teams?
gonna be a
What
better-
team? We all right. Based off these, we gonna see our wild card options. Based on these divisional winners, because I'm one niggas is just saying teams in the playoffs. I'm like, hold on, there's only about 3-4 extra spots you talking about. NFC West.
That's why his ass blank on the damn screen.
Right there.
NFC West. I'll start with you, people.
This one was tough. I really wanted to go with the Seahawks.
Mm.
I think that the Seahawks take a step forward, but I got the 49ers.
That's not a surprise, bro. You did all that just to say that.
Mhm.
You gonna gas us up with a pick that he thought about. Well, I want the one you betting money on. Was you gonna bet money on the Seahawks? Nope.
That's why I picked the 49ers.
All right.
Yeah.
Who you got, kid? Who you betting money on?
Niners. Glock Purdy. Letting that bitch loose, bro.
Hey, yeah, he got a water pistol he working with right now. He don't Glock in that motherfucker.
All right, y'all gonna see. You about to light the league on fire, bro.
Who you got, Shelton?
Give me the Seahawks. What does
You
the
just saying shit, man.
no, that's
You just
what does
saying
the 49ers and the Chiefs have in common?
Nothing.
Both their players are at home. They're top defensive players.
49ers got a whole defense though.
It don't matter.
Every level they got a top tier.
Who was the defensive player of the year?
Every level they got a top tier defensive.
Defensive
They might have the
player
best
of the
linebacker in
year.
the league. They might have one of the best safeties and a couple of the best cornerbacks.
Defensive player of the year is at home.
Yeah, he'll be home. He'll be back though. He'll be back. Yeah, he'll be back.
Y'all
got,
need to
Lou?
get them 97s back.
49ers going away. It ain't gonna be close. See?
I think I got the 49ers too. Ain't that right, Jay? Yeah, I put
Yeah,
them.
49ers got the best team.
Begrudgingly, I
can't wait for
picked
this
them.
season to
I
start.
wanted to pick Seattle so bad, but they got a lot. They still rebuilding.
They got some
In,
tape
in,
on
ter-
Glock
in terms
Purdy.
of what? Because to me,
Defensive line. They ain't
I
got
give you
They ain't
that.
got no pass rush. You ain't to me. You can't be a contending team in any conference if
But
you ain't got no pass rush.
here's the thing about the D line, right? Like D line either helps the secondary helps the D line,
They got a hell of a secondary.
and that's what I'm about to say. So being able to cover gives that D line, and it's
More
very like it's trash. I can't even cover it up. They're trash. However, that secondary is really good. That's part of the reason why I didn't pick them. The other thing is, I like all of their weapons and everything that they got, especially with them drafting in Jigba. But do you trust? Can Geno do it again?
You already doubted him last year. Why you doubting him?
No. I doubted going in, but once I saw it out, I was on the Geno train. Remember?
So why are you asking this question now?
Because there's one thing to have one good season. It's one thing to continuously have good.
What about
seasons.
Block Purdy? Can he do it again?
Yeah. That nigga had 8 games.
And he
and
got
you
a
over here
raggedy arm at
that. You over here talking about this for a guy that had 8 games.
He can't even do that with that arm.
Exactly. He can't even do that motion no more.
When it comes to Glock Purdy?
Oh, okay. When it comes to him,
It's
what?
Kyle Shanahan.
Oh, okay.
It's Kyle Shanahan.
And Pete Carroll got a ring though. That's
and
just
Kyle
Kyle
Shanahan.
Shanahan. Can you hear what I'm saying? This is the Kyle Shanahan shit that I be talking about.
Mhm.
Nigga ain't done not shit to gain anybody's vote of confidence.
Since he's been in that division, he's had the best record in that division. So I don't know what you're talking about.
And he got Sam Darnold, just in case Glock. Don't
Just in
work.
case
Oh, my
Glock
God.
don't work. Okay.
What a relief. There goes the neighborhood. Right?
Boy.
Hey, but that says something that the majority of us picked the 49ers knowing their quarterback
And
situation.
no quarterback.
You know their quarterback situation. You picked them.
Shanahan.
I'm putting just because if I had to bet money,
Okay, whatever,
I had to bet the house in.
But there's
You bet no
reasons.
Shanahan.
I'm betting on
And
the
that
roster
defense.
of the Niners over the roster of
Shanahan
anybody
and
else
that
in the division.
defense.
That's what I'm betting on. I'm not betting on anything else
You
outside
can
of
say
that.
it. It's okay. Shanahan.
If the Seahawks had Derek Carr, I'll probably pick them over. Geno Smith is right underneath
Geno
Derek
Smith
Carr.
better than Derek Carr.
Yeah, I
Don't do that.
I don't know about that.
Geno Smith not better than Derek
Carr?
Here
Derek
we
Carr
go.
over Geno.
Golly.
I
I
take
don't
Derek
want
Carr.
anyone.
How is he better than Derek Carr?
Did you see him last year? Did you see Derek Carr last year? Derek Carr got ran out of Vegas.
Now
You're making me reconsider my Saints
Hey,
pick.
hey, you don't even want to look at the numbers, bro. Derek Carr a better quarterback than Geno. Bro.
There's no way. If I had Geno,
He looked at me like he
baffled.
didn't expect me to ask
I
him
was
a
baffled.
question.
I was.
He was totally unprepared.
His answer was, "Did you watch last year? Did
you
you,
see him?
nigga?"
Geno Smith. Derek Carr got ran out of Vegas. Geno Smith
Oh.
took his team to the playoffs.
So did Derek
Almost
Carr.
won.
And Derek Carr almost won against the Bengals too. They lost, nigga.
Derek
ran
Carr's
out of
been in
town,
one
bro.
place for like 10 years. Geno just got there.
Give me Geno Smith over Derek Carr.
You tripping.
AFC East. Some would argue this is the best division in the conference
One of
and
them.
football.
Mhm. One of
I
them.
would disagree. FIFO, what say you?
Give me that 305 till I die. Give me them Dolphins.
It's the first time he said that in about 3-4 years.
Mm.
He ain't said it.
Nigga fucking about. Didn't he say Brock Purdy was better than Tua as well?
Yes.
Yes.
Shit, I'll take Brock Purdy over Tua.
Crazy.
Gosh,
Shit.
man.
That's crazy.
That's a
You talking about water pistol? Tua throwing up them lame ducks. All them wide receivers got to slow up. What you talking about?
Everything with Tua watery.
I thought he was everything with Tua slow.
Yeah, all that water in his brain just started moving.
He ain't know Ryan Clark was dissing him until 2 weeks ago.
Turned into a waterfall. Hey man, he was ready for Ryan Clark.
Ryan
Bro.
Clark said he a bad bitch in Miami.
It was the weirdest announcement I ever heard. He said the guy had ass and hips. I'm like, okay, man. Tua took offense.
Man.
Two of the
I don't know
Coco
what you know
Jones
about
of
my
Miami.
I was mad with him.
I don't know what you know about my people, but we ride.
Crazy. Kim, who you got? AFC East.
Jets.
Mm.
6-10, 6-11. 6 every time somebody say the Jets, I'm gonna just say 6.
Who you got
Just say
there,
6-11.
Lou?
Buffalo.
Buffalo.
Absolutely. They got the best player in the division.
Who is that?
Joshua Allen.
No, the best player in the division is Sauce Gardner. Fuck out of here,
Bruh.
boy. Sheldon, what say you?
Give me Buffalo.
You just a company man when it comes to your picks.
All chalk.
You already know where I'm going. It's the one with Aaron Bleeping Rodgers. It's the one. It's the city with so much sauce on it that you gotta get some extra napkins.
We're not asking who
We
you
going
want
to the
win.
New
We asking
York-
you who gonna win.
The New York Jets. The New York Jets. They may make a Super Bowl appearance on my list.
Nick got more
You
teams.
tripping? You what? Hey,
Damn.
Nick, what type of pack you buying?
I said May. Tune in.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I almost picked against them. I had the Bills, but I was like, I think Aaron Rodgers with better weapons, better team. You might.
I think
And
the Bills
he's the-
implode.
He said what?
I think the Bills implode. this
I
year.
agree with that. Why are you picking Miami?
I'm picking Miami because I think that in that division they have the most weapons out of all those teams.
With the guy who you said has a water pistol and the guys have to slow up to go get the ball.
True, but
You're picking them to win a
Yes,
division with a
because-
quarterback who's a Hall of Famer.
yes, because not Josh McDaniels. What the fuck is his
Mike
name?
McDaniel.
Mike McDaniel.
Still the same white boy.
Yeah. Mike McDaniel knows Tua's limitations and he puts them in positions to win. They ran the most wide receiver screens. I want to say Tyreek had one of the most yards after catch in the entire league. So they're putting them in position. Yeah, they're going to throw it downfield because you have that type of speed. Of course, you have to take advantage of it, even with a water pistol quarterback. However, the majority of their plays come in short, yards after catch situations. And what that shows is you're going to have to make that whoever's defending you tackle. And we seen Tyreek Hill just burn people with the right angle. You know what I'm saying? So you're putting arguably the most dynamic player in the league in a situation to just bust open the game. And we seen him do it last year hella times, and that was 1 year in. You know what I'm saying? Jalen Waddle is better. I know they picked up a tight end because I know Gesicki bounced. I can't remember who they picked up. But I like him. I just can't damn remember who it is. Obviously running back by committee. They ain't really got nobody like that. But I do like Mike McDaniel and what he had cooking last year. And I think they'll be even better this year. And I think that defense, once they get Jalen Ramsey, will be better. I understand he be getting cooked here and there. You know what I'm saying? But overall, that defense will be better with him.
Mm-hmm. A whole lot.
You said a lot just to make it a year. I gotta be easy. If they in the division, we're gonna say they better. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? If this go right,
No, because look, it's not if we saw it. I'm giving you pure fact. Yards after catch, they led the league. The only reason why I'm giving you even more is because they don't have the best quarterback. And typically I pick the best quarterback in the division. Josh Allen is the best, but I think that they're going to implode. I think him and Diggs, they trying to keep it copacetic right now, but
you got Josh
shit gonna
Allen
blow
over
up.
Aaron Rodgers right now.
Yes.
Right
today, yeah.
Wow.
now,
Today.
that says a lot.
Yeah.
I would
Well,
say,
shit, didn't we do our top 10 QBs?
Absolutely.
yeah.
And let me see. I think I had them over. Let me make sure.
I don't even know if Rodgers made my list.
I don't think he did either.
AFC East. Sheldon, I'll start with you.
Aaron
I mean,
Rod-
NFC East.
Wait,
I'm
hold
like-
on, Nick. Aaron Rodgers was number 5 on my list. Josh Allen number 4. So yeah,
Eagles.
The best division in football.
Eagles.
it is not.
You know, no team has won the NFC East back to back
Right.
22 years straight.
That's
Yeah.
why it's the best.
Well, no, it
football
hasn't
game.
been. It's been a while since like
It's
2005.
22 years.
Mhm.
You think Jalen Hurts can do it?
This is the first year.
You think Jalen Hurts can do it?
Of course he can. Of course he can.
He better than Dak.
Of course he can.
Who you
It
got,
don't
Lou?
matter. Stop. You know, he like that.
Trey Lance might be better.
I put Lou told me. He told me.
Hey, you know what? Hey, when
man.
Trey Lance starts starting, I want to hear what Lou got to say to that.
He gonna come to the Giants. He'll be a
Yeah,
Giants
I
fan.
may.
Yeah, he gonna be a commander.
I don't know what I'm gonna do. Trey Lance start playing for the Cowboys.
Ken, who you got?
I went with the Cowboys.
That's your devil. It's right there.
I didn't like any of these teams, honestly.
Who you got? FIFO.
Give me the Eagles.
I went with the Eagles as well.
That's your death wish right there.
Who you
Shelby.
said?
I said, who you think I picked?
Oh,
Come on, man.
Pick the Eagles. I picked them just because if Jalen Hurts doesn't break that division back-to-back thing
22 years.
this year,
22 years.
then to me that says a lot about their season. Because how the hell do the Eagles not win this division? You tell me that.
Yeah, they by far had the best roster.
They
might
got the
have
they
roster
already
in
got the best
NFL.
roster in
so
football.
Ken, why you say what you say? You say you ain't like none of these teams. What do you mean by that? Explain that, please.
Yeah, I just don't have faith in any of them. The Commanders, Dak could implode at any given moment. I mean, Jalen, I think he might regress this year.
He's definitely gonna regress.
And who's the other team in the
The
division?
Giants, Danny Dimes.
Oh yeah, and then I mean,
I want to say I
have
was
no
this
faith in him
close,
either.
Lou, to picking the Giants because I think Daniel Jones, and this is hot take Nick because the season hasn't started yet, so I'm not objective yet.
Nigga, you hot take all
overreaction
year.
Monday.
Fuck
Daniel Jones may have a Josh Allen bump this year. Daniel Jones may have
Hey,
a Josh
where's his
Allen
cup?
bump.
The bump
We
he
gotta
mean-
check what's in the cup.
He talking about another kind of bump.
Yeah, you gonna get a bump, all right.
I'm telling you this
need a
right
bump.
now. We've seen the regression of Josh Allen. We're talking about QB's regression. We've seen the regression of Josh Allen since Brian Daboll left. And if anything, we've seen the progression of Daniel Jones. Daboll was behind the whole Josh Allen is a quarterback now. Don't make fun of him no more. Remember, niggas was acting like Josh Allen was trash when he first got in the league. All I'm saying is don't be surprised if Daniel Jones has 4K,
4K what?
25
TVs
plus
in his house?
25 plus
I
tutties.
will hope so. Much money has he made?
25 plus tutties and less than 10 interceptions this season.
25 touchdowns.
25 plus tutties.
He got to be another Daniel
What?
Jones. He got to be.
Who he
another.
throwing to?
He got Darren Waller, who's on a comeback season.
Darren Waller's legit.
Darren Waller's on a
But
comeback season.
they ain't got him. Who,
They got
who
that.
Dan-
They got
who
that.
Darren Waller
They got that young boy out of Tennessee,
Who he got?
Hyatt.
Jalen Hyatt. Who he got?
We got Saquon still.
And who he got? Once again, they don't have.
That's
no
three
depth.
right there. That's all I need.
But Nick, you're talking about playing the Cowboys twice, which the Cowboys have a way better
Best
defense.
defense in the league.
You
Go ahead. Go ahead. You can finish.
Yo, that's wild. They're playing the Cowboys twice, right? And they got to play the Eagles twice. The Commanders, it is what it is. But those two teams, that's 4 games. What do you think the Giants do in those 4 games?
It's a divisional game, so it's up for grabs,
One
meaning
and
that
3.
they got to steal one of those games.
0-4, 1-3.
I got the Giants going 3-3 in the division.
If they beat the Commanders twice and they beat the Eagles, it might happen.
It might in there. So
I think the
scrimmage.
Cowboys got the best defense in this division. I think Dak's going to be better this year with McCarthy calling the plays. He won't be as locked in on one receiver.
you can't help but be better.
Yeah.
These are all the things that Lou hopes happens. He's not
These are
even
things that gonna happen.
he's saying this shit like
You got a better
when's the
receiver
last time you
corps.
believed in McCarthy?
He ain't been calling the plays. I don't
he
believe
ain't
in
been
it.
calling. That's why.
That's his strong point. That's what he was supposed to be doing. I don't believe him as a head coach.
I know
But
he
he
had
can
no
call
strong
good
point.
plays and make Dak better than he was.
if you don't
last
believe him
year,
at his, if
yeah.
you don't believe him at his main job, why do you think he gonna
His
believe
main
him
job
doing
should be
2
calling
jobs?
plays. That's what he was good at Green Bay at. He didn't do that in Dallas.
No, what was good in Green Bay was Aaron Rodgers.
Look, my thing about the Cowboys defense, I think that's a crazy take of yours, the best defense in football. the Eagles definitely have a better defense. I think you have the best defender in the division.
Easily.
I think
in the
Michael
league.
Parsons,
In the league.
arguable. Michael Parsons is that guy.
Yes.
However, the Eagles still got what's his name? Who the
don't
big
know.
man? Fletcher Cox. They
Don't
just
know.
drafted Jalen Carter. Jalen Carter is 100%
Hassan
legit.
Reddick.
They still got Hassan Reddick. They still got big play Slay on the outside. Like, bro,
Would you rather have them or would
you
you have
big
Michael
play
Parsons?
Slade. Don't say that.
I'd rather have the collective that the Eagles have,
And Michael Parsons?
yeah, than
That's
just
crazy.
that one guy.
Well, the problem the Eagles have is they have 2 young linebackers and they have 2 new safeties. But
And they lost their defensive coordinator.
yeah, they did, and they
And they
have 2
offensive
new
coordinator.
coordinators. But at the same time, we'll see what it does. I still don't believe in that Dallas.
Look, we
But you
know
believe in Jalen Hurts.
yes, 100.
Yeah, and you talked about regression of Jalen Hurts. The only reason why
I didn't say that. That was
Yeah.
me.
I said it.
Okay,
I'll raise
both
my
of y'all
hand.
said the regression of Jalen Hurts. You know why I don't think that really happens is because what type of team are they? They're a run first team. So with a running quarterback, you could run to get in a type of
They
rhythm.
were. They got to do offensive coordinator.
They still gonna run the ball with the quarterback.
Oh yeah, they're
They
not gonna
got-
go away from
They
it.
got Devontae Smith and AJ Brown.
Yeah, and they both went over 1,000 yards with a running
So
quarterback.
I'm thinking that because their mistake is going to be trying to focus on getting those 2 guys the balls versus running the ball with the good offensive line and shit.
No, that's the reason why
That's
they
what
went
we-
and got DeAndre Swift. Like they know where their bread is buttered. You got that dominant O line, the best O line in football.
I can't
Go
wait.
move humans.
I can't wait till they forget that Jalen Hurts can run and he gonna try to pass all season.
Hey,
and
you
they
know-
be sacked and
hey, you
then
know-
they give Swift the ball. Like, yeah,
you know
I
that
want-
the
I
head
want
coach
that
is not
time.
Mike McCarthy for the Eagles, right?
I don't even
You
know the
that,
Eagles'
right?
head coach name. What's his name? You had him on your
What's his
list.
name?
Nick Sirianni.
Nah,
You know his
yeah.
name.
You know, I forgot his name.
You know his name.
You take Mike McCarthy over Sirianni?
Yes. I don't
Drinking the
believe
juice.
Sirianni.
Drinking
They
the
had
juice.
good coordinators last year. And without the coordinators, I'd love to see how their defense looks and how Jalen Hurts looks. I don't
This
think
is
Sirianni is
a
good.
huge year for Philly. This is definitely a huge year for Philly.
You said that last year.
I know, and I was
that was
saying,
it.
I said it was a huge year for
That's
Jalen
the
Hurts.
max.
I didn't say
That was it for them last year.
Yeah.
It's over. It's a wrap.
Jalen Hurts proved that he's a franchise QB, but we'll see if he can take the Eagles to the Super Bowl again. Speaking of Super Bowl, I forgot how to do the NFL thing, but nonetheless,
Dun-dun, dun-dun,
Super Bowl picks.
dun-dun.
These are our early preseason picks. We're gonna lock these in, see who gets close. I think most of us close last year. I had Kansas City going against Green Bay, so I was, half right. But
I have Minnesota, San Diego.
yeah, man. So Chargers. Oh, fuck you was talking.
They
about.
won 14 games last year. Don't do that.
And you ain't pick them to do shit this year either.
I said last
Look
year.
back on that because
You ain't had that, nigga.
Let Shelton tell that he had the Super Bowl.
No, I don't-
I had the
who it was.
Eagles and the Chiefs.
Nah, you did.
let's look back. Now I want to look back and see what I had because I can remember.
You really think that you had the Eagles Chiefs,
I can't remember.
but you won't say no.
We gotta run the tape.
I will not say no.
We gotta run the tape.
I want to run the tape. Yeah.
FIFO,
Mm.
who you got coming out the NFC?
Look, I'm gonna save you the time. I got a rematch.
Oh my god.
Philly versus KC.
I do too.
Wow,
Hmm.
that's not
I
going
got a
to
rematch.
Who you got, Sheldon?
I got a rematch as well.
Y'all just y'all think Philly and KC will come out of these conferences?
And in the NFC, in my opinion, Philly has by far the best roster. And when you add a running quarterback and dynamic weapons on the outside, and not just dynamic weapons on the outside, they have tight end as well in a run game. Like they're the most complete team in the NFC. When I look at the NFC, I just don't see a team that can beat them. Now, I think the 49ers match up, but can the 49ers score the points needed to beat them? I don't know, especially a year when Jalen Hurts has progressed already. I don't know if Glock Purdy can overcome that.
Who you got winning it? Both of y'all. Who y'all got winning it?
Philly, 34-10.
Pat Mahomes.
34-10.
Yep.
32-24. Kansas City.
So you got Kansas City
32-24.
24. All right.
Who you got? What's the score, Sheldon?
34-10.
That's crazy.
And Shelton
Holding Patrick Mahomes to 10 points is crazy.
and
Yeah,
Shelton
That's
Shadow.
crazy as shit.
Crazy.
Unless that man ain't got no O line, I don't
That's
see
the
how
only
the
time
Eagles
he got
gonna
held
take
was
it.
like
Yeah.
when he had
Wait,
no protection.
You got them 10 points.
I know the outlandish stuff you've said tonight. You can't question anything I say.
That's
I've
the
been
most
right
questionable
more than
thing of the
you.
night right there.
Huh?
That's the most questionable thing of the
Yeah,
night.
and I said
Patty
Daniel
going
Jones
10
was
points,
throwing for
that's
4,000 yards.
Yeah, exactly. He said some wild shit.
And we saw that
that
matchup.
is more likely to happen than them scoring 10.
Lou, we saw the matchup he talking about. He said 10 points.
Let's get there.
Ken, who you got?
Glock Purdy versus Lamar Jackson.
The rematch of the what was that? What Super Bowl was that?
I got the Ravens and the Niners, baby.
Who you got? What's the
We
score?
started believing in Lamar Jackson.
This year. He got weapons now.
New old
He got a
coordinator.
new OC. Zay Flowers been cooking folks, bro. Got
They
OBJ.
say the best receiver on
Zay
the team.
Flowers.
Huh?
Zay
Zay
that
Flowers.
guy. Zay
He,
definitely
and
that guy.
Rashard Bateman, if he can stay on the field, it's time. Defense.
What's the score?
27-23, I think is what I picked. 27-23. Lamar Jackson, bro. He gonna get his first one, Nick.
Another black quarterback. Huh?
He gonna get his another. Yep, he gonna get his first one.
Who you got, Lou?
Cowboys, Chiefs.
Hey, we know
What's
who's gonna
that?
win that. Chiefs got that all day.
Cowboys, Chiefs.
I don't even know why. We don't know who's gonna win it because it
Cowboys,
ain't gonna happen.
Chiefs, and I got Cowboys winning 41.
Wait, no, you serious?
41 what?
Absolutely. This
It's
is
right
Skip
there.
Lou right here.
Put it on the board.
This is
Put it
Skip
on
to
the
my
board,
Lou.
Jay.
We have no idea.
You said
who's gonna
41
win.
what?
41-38.
This is Skip to my Lou right here.
What?
We have no idea who's gonna win that because it won't happen.
Fact. It's gonna
Skip
happen.
to my
It's gonna
Lou.
happen. And I'm gonna sit here and gloat about it when we do it. And my Cowboys will walk away with the victory. 41-38.
I picked the Cowboys to win the Super Bowl foolishly one year, and I said I would never do it again.
Let's go.
The Cowboys didn't even pick the Cowboys to win the Super Bowl.
And if
Hey,
not, we'll
man.
have Prime now coaching next year.
Watch. I thought y'all loved Lamar, but so y'all.
I was thinking about it, Ken, but then I was
I
like,
almost
gotta-
picked the Ravens to
this
play the
one right here,
Cowboys.
bro.
I almost picked the Ravens. to play the Cowboys.
I was close to picking the Ravens because I do fuck with Lamar and he did get paid, so he has those expectations. But I gotta go back to the crib first. You know what I'm saying? I gotta take some hardware back
The
there.
Giants.
So I got
Oh Lord.
I don't have that man. That's 2 years, but before it's time, Lou. You're on my track. I got Philly versus Cincinnati, 27-21, I believe I put there. I got Cincinnati winning that.
Not who you hope, but what you think really gonna happen.
I got Cincinnati winning that. This is the if there's any year that the Bengals are gonna win a Super Bowl, it has to be this year.
What happens if they don't?
If there's any year the Bengals win the Super Bowl,
If they don't, because obviously you drink it, so let's drink. If they don't win, what happens?
why are we drinking?
Because you said if, and I'm saying if they don't, what happens? Because you saying this is the year, but if they don't,
There's
what
gonna be
happens?
some huge changes that happen. We may lose T. Higgins.
They're gonna pay T. Higgins, bro.
I'm hoping they will, but shit,
They're
they
gonna
haven't
pay T.
even paid
Higgins.
Burrow yet.
Tyler Boyd is out of there. Joe Mixon gonna be out of there. But the trifecta is gonna be T. Higgins, Jamar, and
I understand that,
what's his name?
but when you break down the money, I gotta just see how the money goes because that's T. Higgins, what, 25 million a year.
Yeah,
Jamar
they're
gonna be
gonna pay
30
too.
million a year. Burrow's gonna be 55 or 50 something a million a year.
They're not gonna keep T.
That's like
They're gonna keep T.
They would want to, but they're not gonna.
They
Be.
gonna
that's
keep
like
T.
almost that's over 100 mil in just 3 positions
They
or
gonna keep
2
T.
positions.
T gonna be a chief. Get Patty some
Mhm.
help.
Ooh, that happens. That's dangerous.
Huh.
That'd be dangerous.
All right.
All right. So those are our Super Bowl picks. We'll see who wins. Most likely be me. But let's go on to something that's more. Before we get to the Super Bowl, we got to work our way down, Ken. We got to do it week to week. So we got our weekly picks coming right back.
Man, it's time already.
Time already,
I
bro.
forgot about that.
Weekly
Okay.
picks.
You snuck this one in.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Pause. We got 4 games to start off the NFL season, of course, with the injuries and the holdouts. This matchup is going to be key to start us off the NFL
Chiefs.
banner game. Detroit Lions versus the Chiefs. Chiefs ain't got nobody to throw to, so I don't know
It
who the
don't
fuck
matter.
they gonna
It
ask,
don't
they gonna
matter.
call you up.
I know. It don't matter.
Who you got winning this game?
The Chiefs. It don't matter. I have no faith in the Lions.
Give me the Lions, Nick.
Ken, I'm right there with you.
Mm.
It was the Kelce injury that fucked it up for me, bro. It's
Give me
only
the
one.
Give me the Chiefs.
Chiefs.
Yep, Chiefs.
Who you got, FIFO?
Give me the Lions because of the
Man, y'all had so much faith. All of y'all had so much faith in Patrick Mahomes
I pick
earlier.
the Chiefs.
What
I
do we
do
say
too.
about Deion?
What?
It's just one game, bro. It's a long ass season.
Mm-hmm. When you get Kelce back, it'd be all right. Because I don't know if the Chiefs, without Kelce, have an established pecking order.
Have y'all ever seen the Lions win a big game? Opening game of the season. Y'all ever seen that happen?
I've seen them win a playoff game before.
94 against the
Nah.
Cowboys.
You just asked a question, bro.
I don't think that I just still think I look at them as the Lions. I think that they gonna shit the bed.
I think so,
Patrick
too.
Mahomes gonna torch them.
Yeah, they ain't got no defense.
All right, we'll see. Up next, we got based off of injuries and also maybe a second leg of their career. We have the Cincinnati Bengals going against the Cleveland Browns in Cleveland. Who you got, FIFO?
Give me Cincinnati.
Ken, who you got?
Browns.
I know y'all. Okay. You already know I got Cincinnati, so you ain't got to go to me. Sheldon, who you got?
Smack the Browns.
Browns.
Damn.
Nick
Lou.
Chubb.
Cleveland.
Hey, shit, I swear, y'all some haters, boy.
Nick Chubb, man. Deshaun Watson.
Just to tell me if Deshaun Watson back or not.
Yeah, I know. Mm-hmm.
There's only one game, kid.
Damn. Yeah, you're right.
Up next, I didn't even know this game was coming out to start off the week. This is a great game. Two quarterbacks who got a lot to prove. One from South Florida, one all the way on the other side of the coast in LA. We got the Miami Dolphins versus the Los Angeles Chargers in LA. FIFA, who you got?
Chargers versus who?
The Dolphins.
To you, the AFC East division winners.
Give me the Dolphins.
That's the only reason why he picked that, because I said it like that. I honestly think Justin Herbert is going to have a huge year because of Kellen Moore. And I think
Justin
that
Herbert has always had great years.
I'm talking about a meaningful year, not one where you up 20-something and losing the playoff game in a horrible fashion. I'm talking about Quentin Johnson. I think he's going to have a breakout rookie year.
You draft him?
I did draft him.
Almost.
And I'm saying that because the injuries to the rest of the wide receivers gonna leave him. And same thing with Zay Flowers. Like I got both of them doing well because the injuries to the other wide receivers. Who you got, Ken?
Chargers.
Who you got, Sheldon?
Chargers. They're at home.
Lou?
Dolphins.
I'm going Chargers. I think Kellen Moore finally has the quarterback that he's been trying to scheme for. And the Chargers got too many weapons for them not to. I think this might be a blowout. Start the game, especially with Jalen Ramsey gone for at least until New Year's, basically. Yeah, I think it's a blowout. Last game, Monday Night Football, biggest game of the week. Arguably, probably biggest game of the year. We're gonna see it again, though.
Yeah.
It's the battle of the AFC East to me. We got the Buffalo Bills going to the to Meadowlands, New Jersey, New York Jets. Who y'all got?
Buffalo. 6-11 Jets. Shout out to Manny.
Right with you.
I don't know why y'all think Buffalo gonna be good this year.
It ain't that they're gonna be that great. It's just the Jets.
I'm going with the Jets. It's Aaron Rodgers and Sauce Gardner, to say less.
Oh my God.
I'm going with the Bills because they can't protect Aaron Rodgers, and the Bills are going to be in that backfield in his grill all game, even without Von
I'm
Miller.
about to say Von Miller ain't gonna be there until
I know.
they signed Von Miller for no reason. They gave him that fat ass deal, and he just been sitting his fat ass down.
He hasn't really played, I'll say you.
He had a bit play.
Who you got, Ken?
Jets. I got to win in the division, so it starts here.
Starts here. Those are our week 1 picks and our Super Bowl winners and our divisional winners. We'll check in week to week and keep y'all updated on everything. But that's it for me.
I'm taking the Cowboys over the Giants, Nick, just in case you're wondering.
And no one asked about that game, bro. And watch, hey, I guarantee right now, Daniel Jones gonna have 300 yards, 3 tutties, and no picks. Tell me, hey,
It must be
Saquon,
another Daniel Jones.
I'm telling you,
you took the word
300 yards,
300
300 yards, 3 tutties.
It got to be two Daniel Jones.
300 yards,
man.
3 tutties, no picks.
You got to be two Daniel Jones. Must be two sides.
All right, run through these super chats real quick. Dabo needs to stop attacking the transfer portal and NIL, or he is going to keep losing games.
That's it.
Bro,
Dabo
losing
been
the Duke was,
exposed.
man,
He's
yeah.
been exposed after all these years. He thought he had something cooking. He's been exposed.
Now that was that was one of the craziest games ever because they were in the red zone
Cooking, man.
4 or 5 times, came away with no points.
Dabo was
That DJ
crazy.
guy, and it once he lost,
DJ Ukulele or whatever.
the Deshaun Watson,
yeah,
Dabo's
so-
been.
But they got
That's
DJ playing for Oregon State. He doing all right.
He played all right.
Well, we already did that. Nick
Didn't read it though.
Oh yeah, I done went through these. Hold on, let me see.
That's what he was talking about. The same one. Did you say that?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
he put that up.
Damo, what are some NFL players back in the day you wish played today? Mine is Randall Cunningham.
That's a good one.
Lawrence Taylor. Easy.
Yes.
Deion
Christian-
easy.
Christian Okoye.
Ooh.
No, not Christian Okoye. Derek Thomas.
Barry
Ooh.
Sanders.
Derek
Barry
Thomas,
would be a
bro.
good
Derek Thomas.
I want to see
nasty.
Deion.
I remember that Monday.
All
night
these wide
game.
receivers?
He had
Yeah,
6
Deion
sacks,
and
bro.
Barry would be the
I'd
best.
never forget that.
All these wide receivers, we talking about Justin Jefferson, Jamar Chase. All,
No,
let's see what you do
forget
against Deion.
all that.
They're
Bo Jackson
cooked,
for
Deion.
me.
Oh, Bo Jackson.
Bo
too.
Jackson for me.
Oh,
man.
Jackson be good this today.
Oh my gosh.
Mhm.
That big train.
You know
running
who
that
else too?
Terry
Ooh.
Thomas was a good one.
Dan Marino.
Yes. Since what's
Absolutely.
called him
Man.
the greatest.
Or Warren Moon.
Yeah.
Since
Or
he-
Warren
Or
Moon.
Warren Moon.
He called him the greatest.
Uh,
Joe Montana
yeah.
Yeah.
said Dan Marino, and I get why he said it.
He pick a different quarterback every year, bro.
He
He do.
Just to fuck with Brady. Like, no, he ain't fucking with you. You ain't the best.
Yeah.
I get it. Though.
Did you have one, Nick?
I mean, the ones I would pick,
Somebody from Cincinnati.
the ones I would pick, I feel like they already really played, but I'll probably say we could redo Randy Moss again.
I thought you were gonna say Carmelo or somebody that don't even play football.
Do you know who else would be very interesting to see? And the matchup I would want to see is against Trent. Is his last name Richardson, the left tackle for the 49ers?
Williams.
Trent Williams. Reggie White.
Mm.
Ooh. When
Rest in
Reggie
peace.
White hit you with the club, ooh, that man used to
OV.
move 300-pound men. I would love to see him go against Trent Williams.
Drink more water. If there was a season to start watching college football, this is the season to start. There potentially could be 15 plus 4,000-yard passers,
Yep.
which is crazy to say.
Are any of them going to be NFL quarterbacks?
Yeah, Michael
No.
Penix is really, really
Where
good.
he played?
Washington.
Oh, him and Manny were going back and forth. About
But-
that.
Isn't there somebody coming out of
North Carolina?
yeah,
Drake May.
that's the
Drake
Yeah,
May.
Drake May.
That's who. Yeah, that's who they. Yeah,
that's who
Bo-
they saying.
Bo
I think
Nix.
Drake May
Right.
legit.
yeah.
I think so too.
Clemson beat him bad last year. So he all right.
Yeah.
He's white.
I like Alabama new quarterback too.
Oh, I love
A
Milrow.
black dude.
Jalen Monroe.
Mhm.
Got to see what he do, but he tough.
That's
It's a big motherfucker.
That's
boy.
different.
he big.
Alabama ain't
He's a
never
man.
really had nothing
He's
like
a
that.
man.
Right. Alabama got something different at quarterback now. They don't usually have it.
Oh, I love seeing Brian Kelly lose. When LSU got the ass busted by Florida State.
Yeah.
Florida State got a good have a good quarterback too.
Travis,
Travis,
he's solid.
yeah.
Travis,
Travis
solid.
is
Yeah.
good.
Drink more water. Colorado being that cohesive is most impressive.
It is.
Yeah.
It is.
Only 6 penalties all game.
Igwe, one gotta go Murder Inc. edition, bruh.
Ah,
Fun.
Oh, wow.
Who is OJ Simmons?
OJ Simpson.
yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, they talking
Ray
about- Igwe,
Lewis,
you might
Aaron
have wrong.
Hernandez, Henry Ruggs, or OJ
That's
Simpson.
Aaron Hernandez.
One gotta go. is-
Aaron Hernandez got to
Wow,
go, bro.
putting
Aaron
Henry Ruggs here
Hernandez
is
gotta go.
crazy, but yeah, you gotta
Aaron
get.
Hernandez killed a nigga and hit him though, like in the
Yeah.
backyard.
Aaron
Like,
Hernandez was on some other stuff.
He was.
He was surprised the cop showed up to his house. He was in his white tee and his boxers. Like, damn, y'all niggas are this quick.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think if I had to get rid of one, it's Henry Ruggs.
Damn.
Yeah,
Why?
He's not a real killer like the rest of them.
I get it, Ken.
So so everybody all assumes and says that Ray Lewis did it.
Absolutely. Ray Lewis killed that man.
Allegedly.
That's the only way you turn to God like he did the last couple of years of his life.
Because you got off.
Yeah, everybody else wanted
you,
to kill the person they killed. Henry was like an accident. Lier, what are y'all's guys' top 5 hardest position in football? I think it's cornerback, quarterback, center, middle linebacker, and running back.
So we got Richard Sherman's burner account on the
Because they said receiver wasn't on there.
yeah.
I think it's cornerback at number 1.
cornerback
at
is
2.
definitely number
The
1.
first 2 are definitely right.
Corner is harder than quarter.
Yes,
Yeah.
the players even say that.
Predicting where
They
somebody's
say
gonna
that
go.
because you
Like
That's
imagine
crazy,
trying
bro.
to check somebody
Players
like
say
Justin
that.
Jefferson for 5 seconds.
NFL players say
Mine's
that's what they wrote.
Mine's would be corner, probably O-line, D-line.
Damn.
Nah,
Quarterback?
over quarterback.
Over, yeah.
That's crazy.
You
No, no, no.
tripping.
He was
Bruh,
just telling me
Quarterback is
he ain't lying though, because he was just saying this weekend when we were talking, oh, my quarterback don't look like it's that difficult.
No,
He
I didn't.
said
I didn't say that.
That was the
I didn't
gist.
say that.
That was the
I
gist
didn't
of
say
what he
that.
said.
All I
He
said
was like
was,
anybody can play quarterback.
I was like,
shit.
I mean,
well,
Daniel
if we
Jones is
keep it a
anybody.
bean, we seen Zach Wilson and Baker Mayfield play start. You ain't putting them niggas the equivalent to their talent and their capability and skill set on the offensive line. That motherfucker is out the league, right? But if you're going against 300 pounds and you moving people, like you said, Reggie, bruh, these niggas is elite because these are fat, big, muscular paws. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, well,
You know what I'm saying? These are motherfucking monsters.
nah, but
And
you
I
don't-
gotta move you every down, every snap. Every
that's-
snap I gotta
but that-
move
But
you.
that doesn't take as much skill as it does strength. And it takes skill, I'm sorry, but it doesn't take as much.
What you about to say?
What is it
Make
called?
him a word.
I mean, quarterback,
He said
like you
thought.
said, you got to read every play in quarterback. I just got to be better than you. at
I've
that
seen a lot of
position.
shitball quarterbacks, bro, and they still start every week. I don't see a lot of
But,
shitball.
no,
but that's the difference though. There are a lot of shitball quarterbacks, but they don't win. Like to win in this league, you got to be a damn
We're-
good quarterback
we're-
or have an amazing
we're-
team
and the
behind
worst
you.
To me, we're
quarterback
just talking
was a great
about
college
we're just
quarterback.
talking about playing. We didn't say win. We just said the hardest position
Yeah.
to play. That's not winning. That's just playing the position. And I think as a quarterback over an offensive lineman, you have to be more skilled to even start than you would at the quarterback
No,
position.
no.
Look. O-line has 5 guys that you could play.
And
quarterback
not all
is
of them
one.
are good. Not all of them.
And as a quarterback, to even play, to be even considered on the roster, you got to know every play, bro.
you got
They
to know
make-
every play from every position, and you got to know what the defense is doing. You got to know both sides of the ball. As
Yeah,
a lineman, I got to know.
Yeah, my gap
this is my
assignment.
area right here.
Y'all
Yep.
make y'all
Center is
disrespecting
correct, 'cause
offensive
center
You
has
linemen.
to make
disrespecting
line
being the
calls.
quarterback.
I'd take running back off and put receiver on him.
I would too.
Running back probably the easiest
Probably,
position to play.
it's probably the easiest.
Physically harder.
The transition is
Yeah,
always
the
the
beating
easiest.
on
That's
your
why
body.
people pick up.
because
The beating on your body is worse, but
Yes.
running back
You
probably
got
the easiest
to
to
pick
play.
up blitzes though. You got to know
That's
where the
what I'm
blitz is
saying.
coming
Running back
from.
can show up at camp tomorrow and be like, run through this hole. Right there.
They
Run
not
up his
paying
ass,
niggas
bro.
because they said that's
Right.
how easy the
Right.
position is.
Run up
But
his
if
ass.
you're gonna get playing time, that's often the reason why a running back plays or doesn't play is blitz pickup. So you have to be smart. Like because think about like
That's
trying
how
to play
Zeke kept
running
his
back
job.
against a
But
team
y'all
like the
wouldn't take-
Steelers.
Would you say that's more difficult than receiver though?
It depends on the offense. Some offenses ask a lot of their running back
Because you got to be able to run and catch.
and be
And
smart
block.
enough to pick up
Run,
the
catch,
blitz.
and block. Wide receiver, we saw Randy Moss take plays off.
Yep.
You can't take a play off as running back.
You
That
can.
is Randy Moss though.
I'm saying that as a receiver, you still can take plays off.
You can. Even Deion talks about when he played against Michael Irvin. Michael Irvin all the way down, it's a pass. He's standing up, it's a run. He ain't doing shit on that run
Play
play.
blocking. I'm just
Mhm.
moving around with it.
I'm away from the play.
King Cam, Carolina Panthers winning the NFC South.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Shelton don't care anymore.
Oh, that's your burner account, bro.
No, that's
You
King.
put
That's
that
my
up
boy
quick,
Cam.
bro.
What up, Cam?
What up, Cam? Y'all probably talked about it. I still want to hear you guys' thoughts. It's NBA tournament. Do you guys like the idea of them having it? For
No.
me, no.
I don't at all.
Why don't you?
I just like tradition and the way the league is. I like it. I don't like too much change.
Yeah, he
They
like
need
He
to
like his
change.
women in the kitchen and his and it's he like all that traditional shit. That's the old curmudgeon shit that I don't like. Like obviously the way the tradition has been going, you ain't been watching basketball consistently anyway. So don't like you give a fuck. Niggas who complain about shit don't be even the main ones tuning in if anything does change. I don't mind the tournament. I just don't know what's the reward for it.
I wish it was more incentive for us as fans to tune in. Like, I think that was a good idea that I told you. If they had the USA team playing other teams consistent in NBA players just to get a USA team consistency in the middle of the season, but I'm not sure how that would work with breaking up the teams and shit. But I think for a fair weather NBA fan, you would want to tune into it and see something different. Maybe USA versus the world or whatever they got to do, but I don't want to see the Spurs versus the Nuggets on a random Wednesday and y'all call it the NBA tournament. I'm supposed to be excited.
Yeah, no, so part of what you said, I agree with, right? But you don't. So in Europe and stuff, there's different leagues,
Yeah, FIBA,
right? So they have their own basketball team that don't have these NBA players. You know what I'm saying? That are currently in the NBA. Bring them over into that tournament, make it a world tournament. I like that idea to see the second best league is in Spain. Bring two or three of their teams from there. What's the third best league? Bring 2 or 3 of their teams, and then whatever NBA teams, and let's see what that looks like. You know what I'm saying? I think that makes it a more global game. But I do like switching it up. Shelton, to a degree, I'm with you with tradition, but I think the NBA is losing steam.
They need something during the regular season.
They do. They're losing steam to the NFL. To MLB, MLB, their changes have definitely amped up.
MLS,
you know what I'm saying? So the NBA needs to do something different. So I'm with it.
All right, Rob Costa, the tank for Caleb Williams is going to be insane.
I think the Cardinals got that in the bag.
No, I don't think so. I think the Raiders are going to end up getting that. Caleb Williams in Vegas, they're going to make it happen.
Last one, drink more water. Nick, go look at New Orleans' schedule. It's bad.
Worse in the league.
I said it in the
14
the Reddit thread. I was like, this reminds me of the Eagles last year.
Yep.
So
same thing.
If this the year, if Derek Carr gonna do it,
Wait to see Sheldon in the Saints jersey and a hat.
not gonna happen.
No, it won't happen.
That's a good one though.
With a Jamal Williams shirt.
Heart and soul.
I ain't gonna never have
Jamal Williams, the top 5 back in the league.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's it. I'm glad you guys are digging where everything is going. We appreciate the feedback and everything like that. And we're gonna keep it going, man. We are back.
Let's go. It's
Thursday
football
night
season,
football.
baby.
Yes, sir.
Oh yeah. We gonna do one of these Thursday night games too.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yep.
Probably the Cowboys.
So that's gonna do it for us, man. We will. We're working on the plans for Thursday night football. Game of the month, some type of stuff like that, Rob. So we'll definitely keep you posted. That's gonna do it for us. We'll get you guys next time. We are out. Peace.